One of the best episodes we've
Really?
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Will you guys freestyle at the end of every episode?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk away.
We are
Okay.
too white to be
Yeah, I
part
don't
of
even need
this.
to be seen on this.
It's Rio and Darius with our friends. We're doing the podcast, but this is the end. Every single time, yeah, tell your friends that this is how we do it with Lou and Drew. Oh, what? You thought I was gonna rhyme? Fuck that. Yeah, we on our own time. I don't give a fuck if you like a shine. This is how we do it every single fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my name is Darius. All the jokes I tell are hilarious. Sometimes people don't laugh, but I'll tell your ass, I'll throw you in the bath. What? My name is Darius from Chicago. Everything I say almost is weird. Yeah. Have a good night. Yeah.
My name is Lou, and I'll never say it.
Yep.
That's fucking right.
I'm not gonna even try to freestyle.
Welcome to a brand new episode.
Yes, but like, you know.
I love the Brown line.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. 'Cause my Irving Park on the Brown's now my stop. That's where I'm at now.
Hell yeah, dude. I used to work at the Southport Brown Line stop at a place called Glenn's Diner. I used to fucking wash dishes there, dude, back in the day.
Yeah, all right.
So I wash dishes and I do shitty open mics at night, and nobody would be at the open mics, and then we get like a 30 rack and then house party.
There you go.
That's so
But
Yeah, we're speaking of shitty open mics, dude. It's going down at Schulte's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you
man.
guys
Bringing
you started
it
one
out.
up, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Where is that?
Schulte's
I'm
is
not
right
familiar with
outside of Rio Town.
yeah,
So it's still on Washington.
Okay,
But
you know,
then-
I'm not from this area. It sounds like you just made up a part of the town
Yeah.
that's about you.
Dude, I wish. But they treat me like a king. It's good.
But yeah, they the bar is the quintessential fucking dive bar. Everybody in there has basically been sitting at those seats for 20, 30 years and pull tabs and
Oh shit.
Yeah,
They're gonna love our bite.
Oh my gosh.
That is
fuck yeah.
honestly, as someone who used to run an open mic at a dive bar, it's the best place to ever.
Yeah,
Talking
dude.
about whites?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best
It's gonna be like what you expect an open mic to be like in a big city, where it's just a shitty bar with two people in
I'm
it.
glad
all
you're
right?
setting the fucking bar high
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
show that's yet to happen.
Yeah. Well, I know nobody shows up to open mics in big cities. Like it's fucking bare.
yeah.
You know.
So we need people who have been drinking at these bars for 20, 30 years. They're gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
people
that's
that
our
are
audience.
they love this bar so much that they're not going to drink and drive to another bar, and they're just like, all right,
Yeah, I'll fucking stick around. God damn it.
Yeah, it's torture for them, but truly we have to do it.
Dude, if you can make a 55-year-old, like 30-year-old, like regular laugh at a dive bar like that, it's like that's a good joke.
Yeah,
All right.
and they're
That's
gonna
like-
come back.
Yeah.
Because that's the spark of their life.
They're gonna come back.
Well,
no matter what.
regardless,
Yeah, they're gonna be
coming
there.
back.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That's their whole.
They
That's
get
their
out
whole.
of the old coal mine.
Sorry.
no, I've seen so many like regulars go to war with open mics where they're just sitting, and every week you can see them kind of crushing the can a little bit more.
Dude.
I'm like, all right.
Well, not on purpose. I accidentally got a fucking open mic canceled once at White's.
Oh shit.
Not the one I ran. Someone brought it back, and then I was there, and then this guy kept heckling me, and then I just shit all over him, and he was friends with the owner, and he's like, this guy was mean to me. So they're like, we're going to stop doing the open mic. And I was like, I feel bad.
No, that's
Yeah,
you putting
yeah.
the dog back in the grave. You can't let a Mike Pet Cemetery come back.
That's come back 4 times.
That shit happened to me. I used to run a open mic with my homie in Chicago, Mike Johnson, at Reggie's on Mondays. And we used to get people, and I was fucking hosting, and a guy from the back of the bar started saying shit, so I'm fucking getting on him. And I said something to the tune of, I don't know why you're in this punk bar. You're wearing a fucking polo t-shirt. You look like a tennis coach. And he went outside and he cried.
Damn. All right.
And threatened to fight me, and I was on stage.
Before or after he cried?
Was he crying during the
if,
challenge?
I was gonna say,
Kinda.
if he's crying during a challenge, you
Yeah.
don't fight a man who's crying.
Yeah.
It's a man with
I
no
mean, I
emotions.
laughed the whole time.
No,
I
Yeah,
thought
he's
it was
backed
fucking
into the
hilarious.
furthest corner that he's
As
gonna
you
be.
should have, but a man weeping, threatening violence is somebody capable of murder.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, yeah.
over an open mic.
This guy's not worried about being. This guy's not worried about embarrassing himself
No,
anymore. He's about.
no.
He's trying to prove a point.
Yeah, he's like,
He's got it.
it's a matter of honor at that. Yeah.
I was fucking
Or
ready for that
black
shit, bro. We're in the South Loop, bro. I'm black, South Side, bro. Bring it, man.
Yeah.
You gonna cry in an open mic, man? Deserve to get your
You
ass
know
beat.
what? Oh no, there's a video aspect to this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna tell the listeners I'm white, so
Yeah.
just in case I say something
I'm
like
actually
that was out of pocket.
No, they know.
I'm Mexican.
This white guy is
Yeah.
Definitely
in-
Mexican.
Yep, Drew's as brown as me. Guaranteed.
yeah.
Shit. Oh, but by the way, welcome to a brand new episode of Cornbread and
Good
Beans.
cold open.
You know, my name is Rio. I like to do this podcast with my best friend, Darius Kennedy.
That's me.
And we have a lot of fun.
Yep. I'm a Chicago-based comic living in Lansing. I am a Chicagoan now.
Mr. Chicagoan. all right.
And Rio is born and raised Michigander.
Yeah, right here
man.
in Michigan. I got it tattooed over my heart. And I bet you're wondering who we got with us. You know, we got two very funny comedians. Both of them are good friends of ours. Say hi, Lou.
Hey,
Louis
everybody.
Michael, and say
Hey.
hi, Drew Campbell.
Yo, what's up?
Where can they find you, Lou?
So I'm now a Chicago-based
Yeah.
Lansing comic.
Chicagander?
Yeah,
a
I guess
Chicagander?
Chicagander.
Yeah.
We swapped. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Our comedic stylings are very interchangeable.
I'll
So
give you
says the
my
City Vault.
contacts.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I close my eyes and I go, "Is that a young Darius?"
Yeah. And then you go, no, it's a weathered Lou. No, but you can find me at Louis D. Michael on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. And then check out Chinese Rocket Force.
Yeah, yep.
It's a very fun podcast
Hell
that's
yeah.
raising awareness to malnourished soldiers in the PLA.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then we also have Drew. Drew, where can our listeners find you?
Hey, what's up? You can follow me on Instagram at Drew Campbell Comedy, and then also I do a podcast with my buddy Chris, who's right off over
Yep.
here.
Chris is
getting
Chris
cucked
is
up.
here too. He's,
My boy.
he's
It's
cooking
called
the
Sex
podcast.
Monkey Dungeon.
What is it?
It's called Sex Monkey Dungeon. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff.
I think we are in the running for the worst podcast names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let's
every
put all
time.
three of our names in a
Beautiful
bundle.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful content. Doesn't matter about the names.
No,
man.
yeah, the name is enough to make people go, fucking what now?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
listen to
know
this shit.
Yeah.
When we were thinking of our podcast name, like a big part of it was like we wanted to make sure like anyone who would listen to it is going to be down for what we said. So
Yeah.
It's like if you're willing to click on Sex Monkey
Yeah.
Dungeon, you're like, all right, like
I think
I'm not gonna-
bathtub. It's not too late. We can all rename, but
So Sex Monkey Dungeons and Chinese Rocket Force. I actually watched the episode where you guys where you just kind of told Johnny, hey, we're gonna be Chinese Rocket Force. He's like, all right.
that's the
What
first
is it?
episode.
Yeah.
That is the first
Yeah, yeah.
episode.
Man, you really went back. On
Yeah,
this.
wow.
I had to do some research
What
before
a-
I started.
what a
this.
deep cut.
Damn, bro.
The first 5 minutes of the first
Yeah.
podcast.
It was like great.
It's
Don't
the-
give me that much credit.
It was the last. It was the last 5 of the first. So
Yeah?
you nailed it, man.
No, I've been watching a few of your guys'
we
episodes. I enjoyed
riffed
it a
into
lot.
it. I'd say it's good stuff.
I
but-
like the black and white setup too. Like it reminds me of Kevin Smith. You know.
Oh, right
Like,
on. Thanks,
You're
man.
watching a security camera. Or,
Yeah,
or
yes.
It reminds you of
CCTV.
Kevin Smith was like really good for a while and then just made only
Just his
bad
first
stuff.
movie. Just his first
Hey,
movie.
easy monkey dungeon.
Hey, we're not trying to start a fucking podcast for.
We had the Sex Monkey Boys on earlier.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
gotta have you guys, man.
We want to know though. You know, we have a segment. It's called the Weekly Catch Up,
All right.
but never on a hot dog.
Oh, got right on.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
yeah.
You guys-
I can
I'm
agree
already
with
having
that.
problems.
Wait, you guys
I'm
put
already
ketchup
having
on hot
problems.
dogs? This is serious.
It depends on what's available. It depends on what's available.
So you will?
I will, yes.
God damn it,
I
Drew.
won't, but I'm not saying it's
We
my
invited
preferred-
you in confidence.
I'm saying it's not my preferred method. But if you go to like a classic and it's like you go to and they only have ketchup, mustard, relish, I'm putting all on.
Yeah.
I'm a topping whore.
Okay.
So I want as many toppings.
That's hungry kid behavior.
Yeah.
As many toppings as possible.
I can tell you grew up in a trailer park.
No, we call it.
But I should.
That's called.
Next to one in a tent.
It's called humanitarian style because you just need those calories.
Dude, have you ever went to like Detroit Burger Bar and they're like, you get to pick as many toppings as you want on it, and I'm just crossing every topping. And I just get a
it's like
pile
the
of
build
shit.
your own.
Yeah, and
Then
you
they
just put every topping.
make you
on
go to Fuddruckers.
Oh,
Like,
man.
this is where you eat this burger.
Shout out Fuddruckers. I
We
know-
miss you.
Yeah, we do miss you.
Yeah.
All right. I know the Entree 3000s miss you.
Sizzler and Ponderosa, we also miss you too. So.
RIPs to the greats.
Yeah,
For real.
Ponderosa. That was my first job. 15. I was working a
Damn.
salad bar. Yeah.
What?
Yep. I was riding my mountain bike down to Ponderosa, and dude, I was whipping up those fucking Caesar salads like a boss.
So
dude.
you were the resident Caesar salad guy. Like
well,
you
just cold
So
bar
you
in
made you a
general.
living tossing salads.
Dude, I've been so good since then,
Damn,
dude.
bro.
Check out the OnlyFans.
My first job was eating ass.
Let's go.
for free, huh?
Yeah, now I just do it for fun.
for funsies.
I remember I was there, and two twins, identical twins. They were vegan, and they asked me if the Caesar dressing had anchovy oil, and I'm like, no.
What about eggs?
It definitely had eggs and
Yeah.
anchovies, and I was like, no, this
That's
is
a new
vegan.
dumb. That's a new dumb vegan.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well,
like-
they were also 15.
Wait, I'm trying to, does Caesar have anchovies in it?
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm learning something.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
had no
dude.
idea.
I
That's
make the best Caesar salad from scratch at
Catch
home.
Is that the spots in it? Is that anchovies?
No, it's
No,
probably hard crushed peppercorns. It's probably
Yeah.
black pepper.
You
Yeah.
either
It's
get
the
anchovy
oil.
oil,
Yeah.
or they'll put real anchovy like fillets in it sometimes.
Yeah, that's expensive though. I've
Yeah.
never had real anchovy fillets.
79 cents for a can.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
28
dude.
years old, still
Yeah.
learning something new. Every
You
day.
get them, you mash them up with 2 forks, and then you toss them in with a little bit of
A
Dijon.
man of culture. Yes.
And,
What-
some
You work in a
Worcester.
kitchen, clearly, right?
Washing dishes, like I told you, off the Brown Line, Southport stop.
Let's go.
Yeah, Glenn's Diner.
Lou, how you take your glizzies, man?
When I was younger, I definitely probably, but as an adult, I'll go if they got mustard. If we're talking naked,
Yeah.
I'll go naked. If they have mustard, definitely put mustard. But I'm a Detroit Coney guy, so
dude, let's go.
I'll do chili, onions, mustard. However, I will say I do like a Chicago dog because it's a
Yes.
fresh. It's like
It's a
you're
different
really
experience.
dressing up
Yeah.
a tube steak.
It's
You know
the
what I
only
mean?
way.
Like,
Yeah.
It feels like you're eating healthy while eating a hot dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
there's so much
yeah.
veggies on there and
Yeah,
everything.
you get. I mean, the ingredients work with each other. Like the sport peppers, they cut the oil so your stomach ache isn't so bad later on in the day. The onions make you stink, so ladies don't want to talk to you.
I mean,
it's a
Yeah,
Relish is
it's a move.
radioactive.
The Detroit dog is like most things coming out the city.
Yeah.
It's an aggressive move. I love my city, but I'm like, yeah, the Detroit dog puts you down.
you
Yeah.
feel it.
I throw cheese on that chili cheese dog.
Yeah.
Might be my favorite.
Chili cheese dog's
I-
good, but I think that's kind of like a universal
Yeah.
Yeah.
countrywide thing.
Yeah,
chili
it's not
cheese
specific
dog.
to
Yeah.
Detroit, but also like anytime dude, get the chili cheese dog with chili cheese fries.
Yeah.
I think I just like chili and cheese. I think that might actually be
Okay,
what I
so
enjoy.
You're
you guys
a sloppy
know
guy.
you,
Slop
you guys
that
know
meal up.
Andrew Way.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on the podcast and he told us about a loose coney. You guys ever heard of
Yes.
it? It's just coney sauce on a bun. There's no dog.
Oh, not even like a loose hamburger?
What's a loose
That's what I
hamburger?
thought.
Loose-
Loose,
yeah,
coney was
loose
like
conies.
it's hamburger meat
Yeah,
on
it's
a dog.
it's ground
Oh.
ground beef
Was that technically a
seasoned.
loose burger dog?
Yeah,
Or
it's
chopped.
just a
Chop and cheese?
coney hamburger.
Yeah,
Or
you
like
take
a loose hamburger.
You take a
yeah.
hamburger and just chop it up on the grill.
Sparty's Coney
yeah.
Island has one. I had it. I forgot the name of it. It's like a Diane or some shit. It's just it's a fucking hot dog bun, loose meat, and then they toss like coney sauce and I
Yeah.
think
Where's that? I
the
didn't
regular.
know-
We're
I
all
think it's
naming
called
it a
it.
different
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a loose. That's a
Okay.
loose
Does
hamburger.
anything
I didn't know it
technically in
had
a
the
hot
beat.
dog bun consist as a hot dog?
No.
No, hell no.
I was gonna say because my favorite thing I've ever had is like if you ever had like leftover tacos and you take taco meat, throw that in a hot dog bun with mustard.
I've never done that. Yeah,
It's actually really good.
Yes.
I believe it.
Those
sloppy Joe. You ever do a sloppy Joe in a hot dog bun? Yeah.
Look
at me.
I do. You and I had a little bit of cheese whizzed up childhood. I was like,
A lot of just like, we only had hot dog buns. Like, well, how do we make the meat fit? in the
Yeah.
hot dog
Dog,
bun?
my mom would do fluffer nutters in a hot dog bun. I'd be like, I was like, what are we doing here?
We gotta get rid of this bread.
Yeah, it's like, Mom.
That's so much crust on the fluffernutter.
It was, if we had buns, she was like, no, this is bread now. I'm like, it's not. It's not.
We gotta use it for a sandwich.
Dude, I've had like where you don't have tortillas and you just make a hot dog but use a hot dog bun.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like
No, say that again. You said you didn't have tortillas.
you didn't have tortillas.
Yeah. I was like,
But
rewind the tape. You just
you are
made a hot
fucking
dog.
Mexican, Drew. Holy shit.
You make like you try to make tacos, but you don't have tortillas.
Uh-huh.
So you just make all of the taco stuff, but you put it all in a hot dog bun.
Okay.
Right, you brought that up earlier, but
Yeah,
then just
but-
now.
You
It's
said
a li-
you
this is
weigh.
a little
put
different. This is a little
mustard
different.
on
I'm
it.
I'm saying that's when you do leftovers. I'm saying have you never just not had tortillas, so you did full taco, like
Yeah, but
cheese,
what
hot
you
sauce.
said was
So
fuck it.
Drew makes taco meat.
Yeah, no, I
He
got it.
doesn't make tacos.
But-
he just uses hot dog buns.
Right,
the
right,
first
right.
day they're tacos. The second day they're taco
That's not the
hamburgers.
visual that
Yeah.
Drew just painted, though. Drew just painted a visual of a fucking Vienna sausage, Vienna hot dog, and a fucking tortilla. And he said, "Have you ever not had tortillas to put your hot dog in?"
Oh,
I'm like,
I
did not.
Yeah, I'm
That is
like,
my bad.
I was
I
like,
also
that-
have
that's
eaten
really-
a hot dog out of a tortilla.
That's
as well. I've
Mexican
done
as
that.
fuck,
yeah.
dude.
that's just how he wanted to
That
say.
as well, where I've had hot dogs but not hot dog buns and I only had tortillas.
That's just how you just wanted to admit that you
Yeah.
eat hot dogs and tortillas all the time, basically. Yeah.
Honestly, most of my diet is hot dogs.
You're
This
real,
is perfect for me.
real glizzy goblin, man.
It's honestly upsetting about how much my diet is hot dogs.
You're gonna get fucking gout one day. You're just gonna be on stage.
I'm already having
Shoes
intestinal
gonna-
pains.
Knock on
Yeah,
wood
most
right
of
now,
the-
Drew.
Hey,
Don't,
I
don't let
don't-
that jinx take you.
You're not gonna live long enough to do that. You're
Most
fine.
of my diet is
Yeah.
ramen and microwaved hot dogs.
Let's
That's
go.
most of my
Nah,
diet.
dude.
The
you
worst
take
type
that
of
burning
killing
Viking ship of a body into the dirt. You take it in there early. And then we'll pour chili cheese in the casket.
Yes,
Yeah.
hot chili cheese too. It's gonna be like
Yeah, let the
steam
worms
rice.
have something to enjoy, man.
There was an article that I came across because the title of it was "Oldest Poop," and it was from a Viking. Don't
I've
remember
seen
the
this ad, yeah, I've
don't
seen
remember the year, but it was the
About as big as
flavor
your
to it,
forearm.
huh?
dude. It was a fossilized fucking arm shit, and they like tested it
Man.
to see.
Bono
what
was
going-
pissed because he was now number 2. All right.
And dude had mad worms, you know,
Yeah.
and that was just like a buildup of many years. So I was
I
just
think
thinking,
I might have worms.
yeah, you're gonna
Based
be
off
that.
my diet and the shits I'm taking.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be
Definitely
the
something's wrong.
the 20 something, you know.
You do eat like Fry out of Futurama.
I
It's the diet. You have the diet of a caveman with a futuristic setting.
have the diet of a child who has like somewhat adult money.
yeah. You're like, yeah, I could get steak. But
That is true because you told
36
me.
pack of fucking Glizzy.
Oh yeah, you slam hot dogs like they're going out of style, but every now and again you do treat yourself to like an exquisite steak dinner, and you're like, yeah, it's good. They had creme fraiche on the potatoes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I just went
dude,
to
all
fucking
right.
Highland in
Yeah.
Detroit this week.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It's a nice steak with also whipped potato puree.
yeah, see,
What's
Some
your steak
crawfish-
meal?
or,
Let me hear it. What's your steak meal? Like,
I mean, like traditional as anytime steak meal.
yeah, yep.
Oh, it's green beans with like like a little bit of garlic in it, baked potato, steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nice.
like I think that's the best combo for a steak is a baked potato. But
That-
I do like
that's
I do
solid.
like whipped or mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Louis, you.
I'll do. I like having a reverse seared ribeye.
Oh, like
Somebody-
sous vide?
Okay, calm down.
Somebody did it on like a Traeger grill recently, where it's like a smoker.
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
like smoked it and then reverse seared it real quick, and it
Yeah.
was out of this world
Yeah.
good.
When you say
Holy
reverse,
shit.
it sounds like a fucking Missy Elliott song.
Well, it's just like it's smoked
Yeah,
and then
man.
seared, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you hear what you want to hear. I'm too tired to deal with the Drewness.
Flip it down and
This is
reverse
how it is.
it.
This is when Drew wakes up, dude. This is
Yeah. Yo, dude, I'm wide awoke.
Yeah.
I haven't slept in days.
Oh, shit.
No, so ribeye, I like if I'm getting wild with it, like a loaded twice baked potato, and then Brussels sprouts with bacon. That's you know. But I think it's green starch steak.
Exactly.
You might hate
That's
that.
it.
I actually, one of my favorite things, if you have like roasted Brussels sprouts on your menu, I'm gonna try them.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite.
Those are so
Like,
good.
and not even just like vegetable, like favorite.
Yeah,
It's so good.
My wife makes some fucking roasted Brussels sprouts that fucking melt your mouth.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
so
when you roast them, there's a sweet aspect to
Yeah,
them.
it's
Once
almost like
you
a
crisp them up,
caramelization.
you're
Yeah.
bringing
Yep.
out some like weird sugars.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it makes them completely better than boiling or even throwing in like.
And honestly, anytime you make
like-
a green with like a pork byproduct,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like top.
Yeah, you
notch,
throw some
dude.
bacon in there,
Yeah.
and that just overwhelming
stupid.
bacon flavor
Yeah,
goes
ham
to work.
hock,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
dude.
that
oh my
oil,
gosh.
the oils from pork, enhance flavor of so much shit, dude. I keep fucking bacon fat.
Yeah,
my
probably
fridge.
not a popular opinion, but sometimes on a meat lover's pizza, I will take the bacon off or like order it without it because it's so overpowering.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it just dominates every other
you
flavor.
add something
And
else
it's
to
chewy
it?
as
Yeah,
shit, too.
sometimes,
I think
yeah.
you add onion to a meat lovers is really good.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah.
it's just like if you order bacon on a pizza, I'm like every other topping's got to be kind of a side topping.
I would say
'cause-
ham's the first thing you take off of meat lovers, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
It's
do.
just plain.
It's pepperoni, sausage are the two
Yes.
you got to keep
You
in
ever had
play.
meatball on a pizza?
Dude, yeah, meatball or
on
ground
pizza?
beef,
Fuck it.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Ground beef is one of my favorite pizza toppings.
Dude,
But-
my brother, who's a fucking Muslim, when I was a kid, well, I mean, he was a Muslim because he was in gangs, but when I was a kid, he used to order.
Hey, who says gangs are all bad? I'm bringing religion to the youth.
We're
Good for
not
them.
gonna
I've-
get
I've
that
been watching
much
some of these
into it.
Muslim gangsters.
I don't
around
want to
the
rat
world.
out my brother. I shouldn't have said any of that.
Alright.
But anyway,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
way
beep
too
that
heavy.
out.
Yeah,
You can beep that out.
Way too heavy for the podcast. all right?
But he was like, Darius, don't eat pork. Don't eat fucking pepperoni. Don't eat sausage. We're going to have a ground beef pizza.
Yeah, you can't have cloven.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why they give I was a manager of a Jets Pizza for a while, and they started offering halal options a lot of places. But also one of the funniest things that I think halal's gotten so big that some people are too stupid to know what halal is. I won't say his name, but I was hanging out with a comic friend of mine. He's like, dude, I got this cheese pizza coming. He goes, halal cheese. I'm like, I'm pretty sure all cheese is
Yeah,
halal,
that's-
man. I don't think you know what halal means.
You were like, cool, yeah.
You're like, yeah, obviously.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, if I'm gonna tell my steak order just to make sure we all get it out there. Yeah, I'm doing asparagus, and then I'm also doing like a garlic mashed potatoes,
Right on.
and then I'm also medium rare.
What kind of steak? What's
I
your cut?
actually like a New York strip.
All right.
Yep,
that's
I'm a New York strip
respectable.
kind of guy. It's a quick 2.5.
That's a
and
good
then let it
cut.
rest.
I honestly I think steak cuts go in and out of vogue.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really think there's like if it's prepared well, I've never
Yeah.
had a cut of steak where I'm like, well, this is not good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You're like, what is this from the shoulder?
Yeah.
You son
No.
of a bitch.
Dude, there's I like strips too. I like that fat
Yeah,
on the
yep.
end.
Yeah.
The fat
You
guy.
know, you get the good steak cut, however prepared you have it, and then you get that little fucking fat piece. I
Yep,
love
yep.
when they char the shit out of that.
oh yeah,
So you get crunchy fat.
get that grizzle, baby.
Dude, Jesus.
I love
bro.
grizzle. Does
I
anybody else?
I think it was always
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Yes.
I would always,
Like,
that was like my
dude,
favorite part of it.
Gristle and
Jesus.
cartilage, I'll chew the shit out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I'll
What are you
fucking-
doing? You're mad at that? You don't want
It
that?
tastes
Fuck
delicious.
you. Yeah.
I like cooking it till it's like
You're-
almost clarified. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh fuck yeah,
Dude.
Do you?
I'll save that.
Yeah.
And cook with it.
Yeah. When you
Oh,
season,
shit.
when you season
Lou's a
that
fucking
part, yeah.
cook. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, dude, I'll cut off the fattier part of a steak.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can turn some borderline trash stuff into something real
Let's
flavorful
go.
with
Some
this.
Fucking
but-
tallow.
All
Going.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So the,
Um,
when we
I gotta do my steak,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, my bad.
I gotta do my fucking steak,
Let
motherfucker.
me shut the fuck up.
If you say a hot dog right now, that rules.
I like a nice filet butterfly hot dog.
A big old tube. steak.
I'm a big old
favorite steak
Polish
is a
sausage
cheesesteak.
guy.
I love a cheesesteak.
You make it medium, you know. I'm a traditionalist because my dad, who taught me how to grill and eat and appreciate good foods, rest in peace, Clarence. he was a big ribeye guy.
Oh, right on.
So
Yeah,
I grew, dude, we would
Yeah.
grill and grill and grill ribeye. So my perfect steak meal is medium to medium rare ribeye.
Nice.
Lightly smoked off of a Weber. So I like my
Yeah,
shit
there you
off
go.
of a charcoal grill.
Yeah.
So I got two. I got a
Dude.
charcoal and a gas grill.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a smoker.
Did you hate Hank Hill though? Then because of
Yeah.
what he said.
Well, I mean, nah, man. I
not
like
that he
propane.
Beat you with a
and-
rubber hose.
I just say it.
I'm gonna beat you right now with a rubber hose. You guys keep telling your listeners about delicious food.
I'm gonna get loose.
and then Drew
I've
comes
had-
in with the
I'm out here asking the questions.
Dude, I learned how to grill from my dad on the same Weber that I have outside my house right
Oh.
now. I learned when I was like around 15, 16.
That's beautiful.
Do you
How to-
do electric startup or do you do?
No, I do the
matches
traditional.
and- yeah,
so I'll
yeah.
do match light, or I'll use
charcoal
coals.
starter.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
So
I
it's like-
use
I didn't
a
see the
fucking
Weber. Is
torch.
it like a circular one?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
an
it's
egg
just
shape.
straight up
Yeah.
old
Old
school.
school
I love a
Weber,
circular
yeah.
grill.
Yeah.
That's how you make the best hot dogs. I
Yeah.
mean, not to go back to that.
No,
A charcoal
no.
hot dog is the best.
Charcoal
Yeah.
hot
Fuck
dog's
yeah.
out of control,
Let's
Yes,
go.
dude.
it's
Let's
so
go.
That's a hot dog that got a scholarship.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
like, all right.
I like them the most well done possible. I want my hot dog like
Let's
black.
go.
Blasting.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys ever have
Fucking
electrically
egg,
cooked hot
dude.
dogs?
This might be my long
It's
one, bro.
it's crazy.
Electric
dude.
Yeah, so growing
It
up,
sounds so un-American.
dude, no, it was the most American because it was a one and done
Yeah,
gadget.
exactly.
You know, like dog, we're gonna be eating hot dogs so much we're
In
gonna have
2
to electrify-
seconds.
It sounds like a microwave.
You know, it's nuts. It's this like little, it's like this small little book shaped case, and you open it up, and it's like you're putting hot dogs into a like an electric
roller?
chair type thing. No,
No?
it's just like hot dog divots, and then on
Die.
either side there's metal spikes that you jam the
Oh,
ends
shit.
into. 4 of them in a row, and then you cook it via current. So like electrical current, and if you overdid it, they would fucking explode.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. And I just remember sometimes they would come out looking like irradiated hot dogs, just all blistered and shit. And
Split
it's like,
from the
dude,
front and the back of the
it's
hot
the
dog.
most
It looks like it's
disgusting
the fucking
thing.
brown end of
I'm
the
I'm
fucking
gonna
Big Bang.
your poor viewers probably won't be able to see it, but I'm gonna try and pull up a photo
I'll-
for you.
I'll-
Let me
guys.
do my steak size real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, shit.
All right. Yeah.
We keep interrupting Dave.
Yeah, dude. It's all right. I'm not here, bro. I just
Podcast can be 4 hours.
I just
long.
own this
It's
whole
still-
garage.
Let's go.
But my sides, I love. One of the best things I ever had with my steak dinner was in New York, right outside of the Lehman Brothers building. Like 2 days after they shut down, we were eating at this steakhouse. And I remember the fucking server was like, yeah, Lehman Brothers shut down. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Give me a steak. So he gave me... I'm not rich, bro. I don't give a fuck. That had nothing to do. Yeah, it had nothing to do with me. I was there to get drunk with my buddy and then go to the Bahamas.
There's a story.
Yeah, let's go.
I pissed my pants. It was crazy, dude.
Alright.
But yeah, dude.
Wild turn.
So we sat down. He gave me this sauce with my ribeye that was it was like a red wine sauce with truffle oil and rosemary.
They're taking a zip sauce or something?
I don't know what. I think they were just trying to get rid of steaks, so
Okay.
they were just throwing sauces on
Dude,
shit.
love when a place has to get rid of steaks.
They're just like, oh, these
Yeah,
steaks have been
that's
sitting
steak.
for 6 hours. This
Yeah.
is New York.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
But he threw that sauce on it, and then we had Lyonnaise potatoes, which are like cheesy fucking, silver dollar potatoes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. like
I thought those were called scallops.
yeah, scallop
Or
potatoes.
yeah,
That's just
maybe
what I
it was
call
scallop
them.
potatoes. Yeah, you're
Is
right.
that the same thing?
You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I think
I'm
yeah,
drunk
scallops
right
use a
now.
mandolin.
Well, no, I'm not
I
even.
know
I'm
that.
not just. I don't know enough. I've never heard of that type of potato.
Yeah,
that
Lyonnaise-
sounds like a scallop.
I think Lyonnaise are like home fries, really soft with onions.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like cooked and then broiled.
What is that? Au gratin? Is that like the?
Al Granden's with like a sauce though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, guys.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm
They
not
were
the guy
good.
to ask.
They were great potatoes. And then we had fucking that truffle sauce shit with
I'm a sucker for truffles, dude.
mini
Oh,
portobellos.
Ooh.
I love mushrooms with steaks, bro.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I was gonna ask
God,
you,
dude.
what do you feel about toppings on steaks? And like, if it's a bad, does
If
that
it's
mean
a
it's a bad steak, or does
No.
it mean, or does it just add to the steak? Because I've heard like different opinions where a good steak doesn't need a topping, is what they say.
No, those people suck.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not having
Fuck-
fun.
No,
Fuck
it's
those people,
just
dude.
anybody that says something in a definite form
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
something like
Only the
delicious
Sith
food.
deal in absolutes, all right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, I'll
dude.
throw rosemary, butter, and I'll fucking baste that bitch for
That's
a minute.
that's like more of a seasoning though than like an actual
You
sauce.
think like
you gotta put
Béarnaise
like
sauce.
you get a can of SpaghettiOs, you put a little bit on top of the steak. It's
Dude, that
good.
reminds me of my favorite
Yeah.
white trash meal. This actually might be my favorite meal.
SpaghettiO steak?
It's not
so good.
It's not that far off. Honestly.
Yeah,
One of
sketty
my-
steaks. I've
my
had
Yeah,
them.
dollar
favorite
flank
was
steak.
hamburger. So you just make like hamburger patties, mashed
Right.
potatoes, and then you cover it all with alphabet soup.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Fucking
good. Yeah,
one of the best meals I've ever had in
Yeah.
my entire life. It
That-
makes me think of home. It makes
The
me think of
sl-
being
the-
young.
All right, dude.
the sloppy Z's.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
had that or seen
Try
that.
it.
It
It's
sounds like a prison cook-up, if I'm being
I'm not
honest.
disagreeing. Maybe it
Oh, we
is.
make scatty steaks.
Yeah,
My
dude.
nigga.
Sketty steaks.
Scatty
yeah.
steak.
You
Go
get a
to Louis
really
sale.
like a $50 steak, right? you got
Wagyu,
You get a couple of them, and then
Multiple.
You burn those, so then you get like I don't know orange sticker steaks, and then you go to this the canned pasta aisle. And then, like, there's off-brand SpaghettiOs. That's not what you want.
The Myers.
So you want to get the good
just
stuff.
No, you get
SpaghettiOs.
well,
Proper.
no,
With
you
the-
get
with the
well,
eyes.
Well, some of them have hot dogs, you know.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
and then you
Yeah,
just,
they do.
Yeah, you sizzle that on
You
top.
Didn't SpaghettiOs? No, I'm thinking of Chef Boyardee that does beefaroni.
Well, you could do that, but it's all Sketty steak.
Yeah.
But
It's all.
just,
Any candy
it's like,
choose. It's-
yeah, it's whatever you want to do.
Chef.
You just don't want to use like boiled pasta and then sauce because that's
Yeah.
you don't want to ruin good
What am I, some
pasta.
kind of
Yeah,
asshole?
you don't want to ruin
Yeah,
good
yeah.
pasta with a steak.
Then you take a
so
glass
it's
of
like-
cold water and you throw it all over. Right?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, you know.
Let's
but-
fucking go.
Quick question, since we're talking about sketty steaks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I wanted to
good
get
stuff.
more into like the process.
Yeah, of course, dude. We're getting there.
Making
You,
scatty steaks.
you all's favorite struggle meal.
Struggle meal?
Struggle meal.
Hot dogs.
Whether-
I mean,
whe-
like, I,
whether
I,
if it
I,
was-
I think hot dogs is a cop out, so I'll say something else. 'Cause I
Like
feel
growing up,
Yeah, I
You know,
we all
hot
know
dogs
Drew is a
cop-out.
glizzy goblin maniac.
Yes,
right?
I mean like hot
Yeah.
dogs
I
on
know.
white
I
bread,
guess,
easy.
yeah.
But that feels like a cop out.
Maybe
Yeah.
swordfish. Mahi mahi. if
Let's
it's got
fucking
really
go.
good-
I was just about
worst.
to say my.
Yeah.
bad days.
Occasionally, they would tell us it was dolphin, but I feel like it was actually
Yeah.
tuna.
Yeah.
Yanking your chain, man.
Yeah, no, you get it. Well, you know, things have been tough all over, Pony. So it's no, I don't know, man. I think who's grown up on the all carb.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the all
yeah.
carb
Dude,
days where you'd be
yeah.
like,
Boxed.
I don't really get anything
Yeah.
from the ground
Yeah.
today.
I'm living that right now.
Yeah, yeah,
You guys ever heard of shit on a shingle?
yeah.
Yep, that's my favorite.
Yeah, shit on a shingle's
on a
good.
piece of bread, like an open face.
Dude,
Fried bologna.
Yeah, fried
Just
bologna.
a fried, like, and not even like the ring bologna. I mean like regular like sliced bologna. You
Yeah,
throw that,
yeah,
fry
Oscar
it,
Mayer, whatever.
throw
yeah.
it on with like a piece of American cheese, a little bit of
We-
ketchup.
we would do the like orange sticker days though, where
Yeah.
like we'd go into
Yeah.
the supermarket and it'd be like good food, but
Yeah.
like it's turning
Pushing.
in the
Yeah,
package.
it's pushing,
Like
yeah.
the guy that's selling it to you, he's like, you can fucking cook this right when you get home, right?
Tonight?
Yeah. So I remember that we would get like orange sticker meals where like. We would never get like pre-made sandwiches from the
Yeah.
grocery store, but
Yeah.
every now and again a foot long would like be in the refrigerator, and mom would be like, "Yeah, we got one, but don't the cheese is getting weird, so we got to eat it now." Yeah.
Dinner and lunch tomorrow,
Like,
kids.
one of those ones where you're like, "Is this sandwich supposed to be wet?" It's like no.
Well, that reminds me,
No.
like, I mean, you do comedy. Have you ever done like a comedy show where they try to cater an event and they're like, whoever want, like, no one ate the
Yeah.
foot long, like the
Dude.
2 foot long sub. Who wants to take it home? Like,
I
I'll
had-
take
Dude.
that home, and I will
Gone.
eat that
Yeah.
5
next
minutes,
three-
bro.
No, like next 3 days.
Oh, I
that's
love it.
my
Dude,
breakfast, lunch, and
I
dinner.
was on a run a few years back with Brett Hayden. Shout out Brett Hayden.
Shout out, Brett.
And we were doing like Go Bananas in Columbus.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cincinnati, and it was like the pro am like some sort of contest.
Yeah.
And we hadn't eaten for like a day and a half. And
day and a half.
Well, because we were on the road, and then
Yeah.
it's like every meal, we were like, we can't spend $20 at a gas station.
Yeah.
And so the show finishes up.
Yeah.
And like Go Bananas is a cool club. They're very cool, the comedians. And as they're like collecting the plates and foods and everybody's leaving, the servers kind of look at us and we're like, can we fucking like eat the leftover? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. So like a couple of Templetons just going to town.
Let's go. Starving
on leftover-
artists for
Dude,
real.
we were like pounding half of pizzas, chicken tenders. Like I've never eaten so much leftover. Like my mouth probably ate from 40 other mouths. And like we were so full, but I remember like drifting off to sleep, both of us being like, we are asking for mono or something. Like
God bless that server though, dude.
Yeah.
No, they're cool. They get it. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, boys.
Dude,
Like,
yeah, because other comics have gone through doing the same
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I've had servers box me up other people's leftovers
yeah.
to take home.
I'll say this.
This is incredible. Thank you so much.
Drew's like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
Dude.
He fucking
And
walks
half
out.
that pizza. I'll take it.
Final shout out to Go Bananas though. Turns out they'll just make you fresh food as a comic. Like
You get a meal.
Yeah, if you're hurting that bad for food,
You can ask.
they're actually so cool. The comics there, they're like, oh yeah, we'll feed. It's like it's
eat.
$1 of real food. We'll feed you.
Oh, frozen chicken tenders?
Yeah.
And old barbecue sauce? No problem.
Yeah.
You're picking fries out of the trash. They're like,
Yeah.
we can give you fresh.
The guy who owns that place loves comedy, so he
Oh, that's
floated it
awesome.
through the pandemic to keep her going. He's like, yeah, I think a free
Oh, he
pizza.
like out of his own pocket. Like,
I that's the rumor. I mean,
Yeah.
he's one of those like ultra successful, like all over the place business guys,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah,
owns
yeah.
and loves a club,
Yeah,
and he's
he
like,
keeps
nah, he
that
keeps
running.
it going.
That's
no matter
fucking
what.
awesome,
That's
dude.
cool.
Shout out to fucking businessmen
Yeah.
who keep comedy clubs going.
And barely use it to launder, so it stays open.
The real
super
type
long.
of guy.
Yeah.
One of my, and I told this at my buddy's wedding, one of my not so proud poor guy stories, but like, this is how fucking starving I was.
Is this your speech? Like your best man speech?
Well, no, I was just,
everybody left.
I was just hammered. I was just hammered.
I was
said,
hammered, dude.
"Yo, everyone, listen up real quick.
dude, I did-
I'm hungry.
I just came to this wedding to eat the food.
Hey, hard-boiled eggs in the back.
I'm gonna tell you, the steak not bad. These guys, 2 years.
You gonna eat
Who's
that?
with me?
You don't like the fat part, I do. But my buddy Josh and I and a couple other friends, we used to go to Duffy's in Chicago every Wednesday because they had like a $1 cover, and then they had
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
they had $1 domestics,
What was it,
and then like
Yeah.
and then like $3 pitchers on a Wednesday. So it was hump day, and they had a live band.
Was this before 9/11?
This was after. This was thankfully after.
Goddamn terrorism.
They called it the
rising.
911 special. 3 pitchers for $9, a hot dog for $1, and cover for $1.
It was awesome. We used to go there every Wednesday and get fucking shit faced with like $30. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm washing dishes. Josh borrows money from his dad or his mom, and then we go
This
to
Josh
fucking.
guy sounds real cool.
No, dude, one of my best friends. He's totally successful now, but we used to be dirty as fuck. So we got fucking wasted at Duffy's one night, and we, spent all our money, and we were fucking hungry as shit. He didn't have any money. He lived in this garden apartment off of St.
That's
James
the worst
and
when
Clark.
you're boozing and you got no food.
But it was like
money.
we made
Yeah.
that decision
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we went out. I was like, Josh, dude, we're broke, dude. Either we're gonna spend fucking all of our money and keep $5, go to fucking 7-Eleven, get hot dogs and unlimited
Yeah.
chili and cheese,
Yeah.
and then go home and
Never
pass
a good
out.
idea. I've never had chili and cheese from 7-Eleven that didn't make me puke. the
Oh,
next
dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
you
Well, if you're grabbing it, you're already gonna be.
I will
puking
say
next
the
morning.
poor man's best was the hot and ready.
Oh,
Because
dude.
if you could save $5.30, you
You're
were gonna get a
fucking-
full fucking.
That's
buy.
2
three
meals.
times.
That's
I-
2
I-
So
meals.
hang on, you
Yeah.
were saying about the wedding though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told this story at his wedding, and then
Of you guys being this
his
destitute.
mom, who's this ultra conservative single mom parent who fucking is a teacher, and she was like, my kids don't do bad things. And then his wife, who is from Jersey, and like her family's like all Italian. So I was like, yeah,
Well, they get it.
it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
How'd they
So,
take the speech?
so I told everybody about this. We were broke and everything. I'm like, yeah, I've known Josh forever. You know, we went through hard times as friends, and one time we did this. So we went back.
Time he did this to me.
Yeah, we went back to his house, and we devised a plan to order a pizza and a bunch of shit, but not pay for it. And so the plan was that since I used to run track, I was going to wait like 4 houses down. We order a pizza to this house behind his block that was a one-way going facing one way.
This is a robbery.
Yeah.
I was trying to feel that too. I was
Yeah.
like, why do you have to be fast?
Because we got to eat. And so we ordered all this food only to get a certain amount back because like the guy was either going to get scared or something was going to fall. So we ordered all this shit. Guy shows up. I'm hiding in the bushes. I jump out. Josh is supposed to scare him to distract him. Josh goes, ah, and runs past him. So I didn't know what to do. I just grabbed a pizza and some hot wings, and then we ran. Dude was totally fucking shocked. Went back to his house. Josh didn't even want to eat the food because he felt guilty.
Yeah, that's about
I
right.
mean, it sounds like he's
you
a
guys
good
robbed
human
him.
being.
Yeah, I ate I was starving.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I also have
It
a
was-
story
that's-
of a
that's
Chicago
a
person
level of-
stealing.
Yeah.
Fucking hunger.
Dude, I was like 25 and
Honestly, that's a little
recluse.
old for that.
Dude, I was a recluse.
I was expecting a little bit
Yeah,
younger.
I was sleeping on
Yeah,
people's couches.
Aren't you 27?
This was like a year and a half ago, man. I was struggling.
This is why I moved to Lansing.
Yeah, just to
saving
get
up for
away
a
from
house.
it.
Hey, by the way, you cannot pull that shit off in Michigan,
Yeah.
dog.
Well,
This is a stand your
I
ground
can buy
state.
pizzas.
Okay. I got a story about my cousin who's also from Chicago and how he fucking stole from Domino's.
All right.
All right. And
You guys are a couple pizza thieves. huh?
Chicago people fucking love stealing pizza.
As a
dude.
man
Dwayne did that shit here in Michigan, by the way. There's a story, and it is
Of him
recorded-
stealing pizza?
Of him stealing
Dude, I'm
pizza.
telling you, Chicago people love to steal pizza. All right. Do you guys remember the heat wave boxes when those first came out? We'll keep your pizza hot during your delivery ride.
Yeah,
yeah,
like the
still
invention
around.
of
Yeah.
thermal bag?
Yeah. All right. So
Remember
it was.
when they were around?
Yeah.
They got rid of
Remember
them
when they
for some
first
reason?
like started advertising? I had never heard of them, but I was like a freshman.
Well, because they just came out.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You know, I was worried about 9/11. All right. Like,
Man,
no.
hey, we'll come back to the pizzas. You know we got them, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out Bin Laden.
So you
guys
can
ever-
sleep
I
easy.
saw Chris Pratt. He
some
fucking
of the
he-
lads in
he's
the
still
teams
freaking-
put him
Have
down.
you ever
dude.
seen John Cena
dude.
announcing after a WWE pay-per-view that we killed Osama bin Laden? Because it's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Of all time. As
Oh,
a
yeah.
wrestling fan,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of the best things ever.
Oh,
It's
He's a
shit.
Marine, man.
Yeah.
He was?
Yes.
Yeah.
John Cena was a Marine.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely in a movie.
not-
Evidently
Yeah,
for
No,
real.
he
No, in
was.
real life.
He was a real life.
Real
I
life.
remember
Marine.
Chris Pratt being a Navy SEAL, but I didn't know John Cena was.
Chris
a Marine.
Pratt's a little bitch. Come on.
Hey, don't
All right, don't talk about Mario.
Don't talk about Navy SEAls like that, dude. They'll fucking float up here and kick our ass.
Pratt- They will
Chris
fuck-
Pratt
dude.
was
David
he
Goggins,
a Navy
best
SEAL or did he
Navy
play
SEAL.
a Navy SEAL? I don't know. No,
Was that?
Did he
Who?
play a Navy
Yeah, he
SEAL?
only played one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the.
I
yeah.
honestly would believe that he was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah. all
He,
right.
he played the Navy SEAL that killed Bin Laden.
Oh, Zero Dark 30?
Yeah,
Never
yep.
saw it.
Yeah, that was Chris Pratt.
And then his wife broke up with him.
I'll stop bringing up 9/11. Except we're doing our first open mic September 11th.
Oh, nice.
September 11th at Schulte.
Hasn't that day been through enough?
Well, I don't even think most of the comedians are gonna know what 9/11 symbolizes.
Ain't no jet
dude.
fuel at our open mic, motherfucker.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you were born after 2001,
gonna
they
be
don't give a
told.
fuck.
It is crazy. I am finally getting to the age where I'm like meeting people where I'm like, oh, they don't remember 9/11.
Oh, I sit
I'm
him.
getting
I
that
sit him
old
down.
now.
I sit him down.
I'm like, I feel old now.
I go-
I'm like,
I
hey,
go-
you remember where you were when 9/11? Like, no, I wasn't born yet.
Yeah,
Fuck, I feel
and then I go,
old.
you sit down. Let me tell you why you're no longer allowed to pursue happiness in this country.
All right, pretend you're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And you're
Well,
watching.
that was a
I mean, look how much it's fucked up Rio, dude.
I can't get off of it.
We're talking about pizzas, but he's like, oh, fucking was it an inside job? I don't know.
You know it was in
Dude, how many pizza guys do you think are like, oh,
so
sick?
many
Do you know how many pizza pies I don't have to deliver today? They were probably sad still, but
Yeah.
a few of them probably saved me a trip.
You're missing
true.
out on the tip. I used to be a pizza guy.
Yeah,
so
you gonna go
Oh,
collect from the rubble?
I honestly, yeah.
No, I can't send water down. I'm looking for
Oh my
Jerry
God.
Sadler.
Do you know how many prank phone calls is this guy standing at the rubble being like,
Dude.
they got us again.
Dude,
That's such a dark fucking joke.
just call up a Domino's right now. Be like, gun to your head. It's 9/11. Do you deliver to the rubble? Do you deliver to the rubble?
You're like, we don't know.
30 minutes or less, dude. They're gonna be on that
I would have
rubble.
dropped it on the rubble, dude.
You and called it
Well,
good.
I did delivery back when you had to still take pictures. So, like, if it was modern time, you drop it, take a picture, be like, hey, I delivered it to
dude.
the address.
Really?
I still get my $3. Well, I did that I worked for FedEx, and I was delivering in Flint, like the bad part of Flint.
Yeah.
And you'd go to houses that were completely burnt down.
Yeah.
And I would just drop the package right in front of the burnt down
Like the
building.
ghosts
and
ordered it or some shit?
I don't care.
Like-
I'll take the picture. I'm like, I still, I delivered the
That
package.
shit, that shit is fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
That
the
shit is
package.
Fuck my story, by the way. My cousin took a whole heat wave bag, and we watched Family Guy eating pizza.
No, hey, that's a good. Especially that seems like it helped you get over 9/11. I'm glad you told
yeah.
Yeah.
us.
Do you guys
the-
have like your favorite friend's 9/11 story? Like, cause that's not even mine. My favorite story I've ever heard was my buddy Mason told me about what happened to him on 9/11. What happened is that they like announced in his classroom, he's like in like 4th grade, that like 9/11 happened, and he gets so scared that he ditches school and like runs home to his house. And his parent
That's
the
a
school-
9-year-old.
Yeah, the school
running. No.
it gets even better. The school calls like his parents, like, hey, we don't know why. Like he like ditched school, like they had cops, and so his parents leave work and they go home and they find him at home and he's in
Build
Kid that just gets to sit next to the cool kids,
man.
listen to the whole conversation, and just be like,
Well, it's crazy.
I was there.
We are keeping the one guy who fought for our
Yeah,
freedom
exactly.
in the GWAT. We're like, save your stories, dude.
hey,
shit,
someone
bro.
who actually knows what the military is like.
yeah.
Shut up when we talk about.
Unless you got a pizza thievery story, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up and thank you for
Around
your
that
service.
time frame, right? Like,
You're in my garage, motherfucker. Steal pizzas. We fight for pizza or fucking broke guy freedom
I got you.
up in this
Stay in
bitch.
it. You got it.
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Dude,
get him, dude.
motherfucker.
Fuck you, Chris. I got it. Yeah.
Shit.
Bro,
ugh.
didn't they steal all their pizzas?
yeah.
No,
They paid for it. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to slander the TMNT name.
Yeah.
I did
they might
get
sue
offended.
you.
I did get offended. I'm not gonna
Leonardo
lie.
was on the books,
They go,
all right?
No, they included tip actually.
Yeah, they were actually pretty fucking good guys. All right?
9/11 happened. I was a freshman in college. I was in
Very
LA.
draftable. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
you were in LA?
Yeah.
Damn.
So when I was in high school, I ran track, and my goal was to go to UCLA and then get my law degree, and then eventually, fucking go to the Olympics because I was pretty fast at that time. So I moved
Yeah,
to
fast
LA.
enough to steal pizzas.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
The
still
fastest
fast,
guy.
motherfucker.
Also, be a lawyer to put pizza thieves. Yeah.
No, I give them a
specializing
break.
in
Yeah.
It was,
I'm
it
gonna
was,
defend
it
pizza
was from the
thievery.
guilt, you know?
Dude, dough is so cheap.
Yeah.
You know, it's made so cheap. But I was sharing a place with my buddy who was from Mundelein, where I grew up. And we were going to school in Long Beach. And all I remember from that day is my mom calling my phone. And she woke me up and she was like, Darius. And I'm like, what's up? She was like, terrorists attacked New York. And I was like, what's a terrorist?
Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, turn on the news. And I was like, what the fuck? She was like, watch your language. I was like, oh, shit.
Is that the deadliest attack on American soil?
Besides Gettysburg.
That wasn't.
Well, if you don't
mean,
count the
yeah.
Civil War, if you're talking about
That
like
was
a
no, that's a
foreign-
good point. That's a good point.
It's up there with
I honestly don't know. I think-
Pearl
I think
Harbor
more
and-
people-
attack.
Oh, yeah,
attack
yeah.
though. I mean, fucking Oklahoma
Harbor-
City was pretty bad, but that
9/11. First of all,
Yeah,
Oklahoma
obviously.
City was not about pizza.
Nope.
Yeah.
And it was
9/11 was definitely
more
about
about
pizza. They
box
were sick
trucks.
They were sick of delivering to the 72nd floor.
Nobody's coming out to get it.
There's no way I can do this in
look
30
up
minutes
Black
or less.
Wall Street, all right? You'll find out what happened in Oklahoma City.
Tulsa, they called it riots. It was more of a slaughter.
Yeah.
Also not pizza related.
No,
though.
no.
Believe it or not, that one was racially charged.
Yeah,
Had
it was
nothing to do with
purely-
pizza pies.
no,
Yeah.
purely
We need
racial.
Louis to do a historical fact per every episode.
Oh
Just drop
my
a dime.
Yeah.
That'd
What?
be great.
More Americans died more Americans died at Gettysburg technically than Pearl Harbor because it was double-sided.
Yes.
Right? Am I
Yeah,
wrong
well,
about that, or-
It was longer.
First of all, the Civil War, even if you only count Union deaths, is still one of the deadliest. But if you count both sides, which as a proper American
You should.
Union,
Believes that
you
we're
do,
united.
because if you believe in the
Yeah.
Union, you never recognize that the Confederate States were their own
Yeah.
thing. So, yeah, deadliest war in American history. But single day attack, it's 9/11 and also most civilians.
Yeah, that's the most civilians. Yep. Yeah,
That was fun.
I remember I went to middle school in Texas, and they were talking about the War of Northern Aggression, and I was like, "You mean the Civil War?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't call it that down here."
Call
Damn,
it the
bro.
I was like,
War
"Holy
of Southern oppression."
Yeah,
you know what I
dude.
mean? Me and the boys are trying to keep the other
Yeah,
lands.
the War of Southern Secession. You
definitely in
mean?
one of those schools were like, it wasn't about slavery, it was about states' rights.
Yeah. Well, everybody knew I couldn't speak Spanish, and they all just started speaking Spanish after that. I was
Yeah.
like,
They're,
"Motherfuckers
they're
are all
trying to
talking
ship
shit."
you to the other side. They're like, oh, we got to get him to the other
Yeah,
side.
they knew I was a Yankee.
What they teach you about it?
Dude? All right.
Hey,
so-
wait, hang on.
The North was being unreasonable.
Was it pizza related?
Yeah, they were like, all right,
A house
keep track
divided.
for 9/11. I was like, holy shit, they knew
So-
about 9/11 during the Civil War.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be something cute, like the North likes pepperoni and the South
The
likes
South,
owning
yeah.
people to do their work.
You,
Or as we like to call it, pineapple
you set it
on a
up for me.
pizza.
Could I get
I
a
went
could I get
all
a
the
cheese pepperoni and owning human flesh
How
pizza
dare you.
pie? I would like to have humans that I value as much as literal inanimate objects. Can you put that on a pizza pie?
Roll that beautiful bean
You open the
footage.
box.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's go.
they-
Yeah.
You know how they do drawings and stuff for you. When you,
Turns out
they're
they
like,
can't.
No.
by the way.
They're like,
No, they won't either.
Yeah, they won't.
They won't even try.
Yeah, corporate
All right.
won't allow it.
Yeah. HR. Yeah.
No,
Uh-uh.
not having it.
This has
How
been
dare you.
this has been a lot of fun, guys. But it's time to get to the brass and tacks of
Oh,
the podcast.
shit.
Yeah, not for slavery. I got you.
Dude,
Not for
this
it.
has been
This
way
is why
happier
you're
than
I know I
anybody
riff a lot, like I seem like I'd be cool with it. Was not cool with it even one time. Even now, the new slaves, I don't like it.
What, like the sex slaves?
Any of them.
I thought he was going to say prisoners.
No, they gotta learn. No, you gotta dress up slavery in so many words, and then you
sold
you
an
did a
ounce of
bad
weed.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You sold an ounce of weed.
Yeah.
You better do slave labor
Yeah.
for 20 years now.
Yeah. Now you're getting it because the cruel and unusual punishment is almost never brought up in the DOJ.
No, man.
No,
why?
No, 60 days in the hole by yourself, cruel and unusual. No, that's
Sounds
what
like
you
I'll
get.
be jacking it for 60
yeah,
days.
dude. You're
Yeah,
jacking
man.
it a lot.
A lot in the
we're not
spank
getting into
bank,
this.
you know what I mean?
We're gonna get into the munch
I'm not a
madness.
mind jacker. I
Alright.
can't do that. I think I've been desensitized.
Really?
I need to stay.
No, but
You're a
you-
tablet
no,
kid?
If they locked you in a box, you'd be jacking it with your
well,
mind.
you're gonna jack off to your own hallucinations.
Yeah,
After like day
you,
one.
you seem like
Yeah, you can
dog.
see some pretty
You
ladies.
probably got some hot hallucinations. I want to see your halulus.
It's just Chris.
Yeah.
He's
Fighting wars.
He's doing the Buffalo Bill stance.
I thought he was gonna do the Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh,
Like sing the whole song.
Nah, dude, he's
Yeah.
gonna
Damn, Chris.
patty cake.
he's gonna throb up on you in your hallucinations. Have
All
fun
right.
with that wet dream.
All right, so we had you guys fill out 2 brackets. You guys each filled out your own bracket,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a fast food tournament.
Yes, baby.
You guys are going to be going head to head.
Yep.
The way we do this is we go over each division instead of every single restaurant. It would be a fucking gauntlet if we try to do that. So why don't you guys flip them over right now?
Okay. Give them a minute to go back and forth per
So
battle.
like we just go over our top 4.
Yep. Yeah. So,
So
this
we should
is
compare.
the first. This is the first one right here that I want you guys.
and if
Oh, like this, right? here. Semifinals.
NFC East.
Yeah.
West. north and south? It doesn't make any sense.
No, this one's north.
It's so
The
fucking
top right.
fun.
Well, I fucked it up.
Yeah,
started.
north, east, south.
You know what? We'll do top left, top right. How about that, just for the sake of us?
All right, let's take a quick.
You pissed off Rio, guys.
No,
Good
I just
job.
gotta take a
No, I'm
piss.
just playing.
I could take a piss too.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
take a
being
piss.
all right.
Yeah,
I feel like such
if
a
you want to
little
go in the
cock.
house,
Dude,
you can
I'm
if you
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
good.
I
I'm
wish
I'm
I
good.
knew how to
You're
set up
good.
another
Yeah,
mic.
No, you're good. No, you're
Chris,
good.
get in here. We're gonna do B slides.
Do you need more water? or anything?
Oh no, I'm all set.
The
Thank
only thing with me is like, so I'm just chilling doing the thing. And I'll hear something, and I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Dude, the off mic comment is always
Yeah.
hilarious.
you want to split us in?
Chris,
No,
you
no,
need,
I'm good.
You need anything, bro? You need fucking food?
No, I'm cool.
No?
I'm good. I appreciate it.
We got Chinese food earlier, just in case
Oh,
anybody
nice.
wants any fried rice.
No.
I did a skit where I was talking to like cam girls
Yeah.
about politics. So when I was talking about like in Seattle when they like took over like all
Yeah,
the whole
the
city.
the
I forget what they
fucking
called it.
not annex zone or
Something like that, yeah.
yeah.
Where they had literally taken over the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to a cam girl about that while she's got her titties out.
Yeah.
And then the last one was I talked to one about 9/11.
Yeah.
And she just rolled with it. Like,
Yeah.
I thought I would get her to.
What
be-
were you on? Like
crushing
Omegle?
it.
I thought I
She
should
wanted a
stop.
conversation.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I thought
Hey,
she would
I
stop
gotta-
and be like, "Look, I can't talk about 9/11
Yeah.
Here's
that
the
way."
old Glizzy.
But I was like, "Can you imagine having
Yeah, you,
sex
like,
in the
stab
buildings when the
'em
planes
in
hit?" She's like,
those
"Oh yeah." I'm like,
spikes, and then it cooks with electric.
Dude,
the whole
so
entire
funny.
way.
Yeah,
like,
that's how you know
It's-
she's
yeah,
a pro
it's also
cam
pretty
girl.
gross.
Yeah.
and
It
she
tastes
just like
She just rolled with it,
Yeah.
no stop.
We my
nothing.
folks had.
And then imagine what the fuck
about,
she's
like,
heard
our
before
No,
you
no, no,
started
no. We're
saying
just
that
gonna
shit. Like,
Right, that's probably
women-
to her. It's
women in
like
each division.
pretty
And,
vanilla.
yeah. You're a fucking
Okay.
vanilla
just the
ass
final
fucking
four is what we
mercenary position.
And
What
how
is
you
that?
got to that.
But yeah, I'm fucking drunk.
I was talking about how I did the 9/11.
I know. I love that.
Dude,
I walked in.
Dude, if you recorded those conversations,
I did.
oh my god,
on
that is
YouTube.
hilarious.
That's
Oh,
I
incredible.
could,
No.
I could
They're
only,
fucking hilarious.
What?
Dude,
I was
Cam
only able
girl.
to get three things out with
Yeah.
the last chick before I just started laughing hysterically and had to like disconnect.
Yeah, yeah.
What? Okay, was it a cam site or were you just on like chat roulette back in the day?
No, it was like a campsite. You pay $20.
You were paying
go
for
to a
that.
private
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
and then she starts talking. She's like taking off her bra, and I'm like, can you imagine being in the buildings having sex when the planes hit? She's like, oh yeah. And I couldn't believe she like kept going. I'm like,
Chris is
They're
like-
on
can you
autopilot.
imagine
Yeah.
having sex in the air when you're falling out of the...
What also is the funny part is like they probably deal with that like all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, imagine the worst thing she ever heard. Like, you know,
That
how-
wasn't that. That was a Tuesday.
Dude, these
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah. That was a
admitting
trip
that
to
they're
Chuck E. Cheese.
murderers to
Yeah.
these women.
Well, it's
Like,
also my favorite.
Kill bitches like
Yeah. You ever get choked so hard you come?
Oh yeah, choke me, daddy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the original like Street Fighter movie, the really shitty one with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
the really
Yeah,
good
dude.
one with
I
Jean-Claude.
love
Van
that.
Damme,
I,
yeah.
I like it for how bad it is. I won't say it's a great movie. I love it, but my favorite line of that movie is M.
Well-
Bison, where he goes, "The day your father died," he's like,
Yeah.
"It was the worst day of your
It's
life."
a
Blah blah.
Tuesday
for me.
yeah.
It's like I'm like that's one of the coolest.
That's,
lines
Dude,
anyone has
Raul
ever
Julia
said,
was
ever.
awesome, dude.
Sam Talent has that as one of his opening like
Oh, he
quotes
does?
to his book. Yeah, it's incredible.
I read his book. I don't remember that.
It's at the very beginning. Like
was it like just like a snippet kind
No,
of?
like a forward page. So
Oh,
the-
okay,
in
right.
the forward pages, he's got a page of quotes,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's either the last
I read
one or
that
second
book.
to
I don't
last
remember
one.
that.
Dude, I
It's,
did Milwaukee Comedy Fest. I opened up for Sam Talent there like 2 years before I left, or a year before I left Chicago. And like I had this during that time, like I had the demeanor of the comic who was like, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm doing me. I'm doing my shit. And I was like hell bent on just existing and then having this whole like presence.
Yeah.
And I started off my set just dropping the N word constantly.
I like that you called it the N word.
Well, I mean,
Dude, I did it one
you're
time.
two white guys. You know, I'm
Yeah,
not-
it doesn't
I'm
mean
not
we
gonna be like-
don't say
I'm not gonna
it.
be like, fuck. I'm gonna be like, niggas. I was like, nigga.
I've heard of Kanye West.
I voted for him.
Let's go.
But yeah,
Come
Bro,
on,
dude.
dude.
and then afterwards, we, afterwards we talked and shit, and he was like, I think I'm moving to Chicago because my wife is gonna get a residency in University of Chicago. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's hang out. And I was like, this motherfucker's never calling me, dude. He's never and he didn't call.
Let's call him up right now. So you got a grievance? Let's call him up, dude. Sam, pick up.
You guys, I thought you were talking about Bill Burr.
Apparently,
No, I'm talking about Sam
Sam's supposed to
Talent.
start working with ICP.
Yeah,
Because like he's in the area and they've been doing the one for the shows. Because they told me like, oh yeah, like we wanted Sam on this, but he was already busy.
yeah.
Dude, his book.
That's where I met.
Violent J.
Yeah,
He was
No
he's like
shit.
pretty
we were
tight,
at
I
the
think,
we were at the castle, and he was
no shit.
backstage, and he was very like he was cool.
He's fucking
Damn,
nice guy.
dude.
It's also
I'm getting a
You guys are
tourist
off-
hard on because I know where you're. Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
listen to him,
Woo,
but I
woo.
respect him.
Let's go.
Should we get? We'll let you. Clap. us in.
Reset.
We're good. I'm gonna keep it all in. I saw you.
Perfect.
I saw,
Yeah, yeah.
I saw you
I thought that
snap
was
earlier.
Yeah, I was
That was
like, I
off
got
the
you.
record, but all right.
I might forget to remove it, dude. There's been so many episodes where it's like 10 minutes of us supposedly off camera.
Fucking candid.
Hey, give him the Patreon for free. That's
Yeah,
what
talking shit.
Yeah, don't make a paywall to end my career. That's what I hate.
No. All
I will say. Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry.
I think you can say it.
Yeah, this is your podcast.
Yeah, I do own this whole bar. Since I've moved from Chicago here to Michigan, I have noticed. I know comics like fucking don't like each other, certain cliques and shit like that.
I hate this guy like so much.
But
I like Drew. I just don't think he's funny. Yeah, it's just not funny.
I just feel like the comedy community here in Michigan is a lot more collective than in Chicago because I feel like people move to Chicago for their own personal reasons for comedy. So you're almost linear in your moves and shit. I think everybody here is very much supportive whether if you're bad or if you're good. There's information passed. You'll still get stage time.
Is that just being Midwest polite though?
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
dude.
No, because he's also from
Dude,
Chicago.
'cause I grew up in the Midwest.
I know, but Chicago, I don't feel. I mean, it's technically Midwest, but I don't feel like it has the Midwest.
Very
politeness
much
to
so,
it.
but I mean, a lot of
I can feel that.
the
I feel
vibe
that.
of Chicago is things happen so fast, just like New York. But I mean, if you're nice for a day, that person's cool. They might have a shitty day the next day. Here, I've encountered people I've done shows with all over the place. They've always been cool and accepting and supportive and/or shareful of information.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
Chicago,
no.
you'll run
I
into
felt
that,
that too.
if people are cool. But for the most part, they don't want you to advance. There is that competition element.
Right, yeah.
I've already met some Chicago comics. Yeah.
Did they try to size you up?
I think so, but
yeah.
it's like I
Obviously,
also
dude.
not like a humble brag, but I'm like I also work the road a decent
Yeah.
amount where it's like, no, I just want to go somewhere, find a cool clique. I want a home club. The other stuff in Chicago, like Second City, writing programs, they have different improv programs, industry, just like stuff like that's what I'm really looking to be around for a
that
little
Second
bit.
City tag can carry you
Sure,
a long way.
but the other thing is like I'm a mic hound too, dude.
Yeah.
So you'll never get me away from the
Yeah.
shit as well as other
Yeah.
stuff.
I think you'll
but-
find your home and your place more in that approach.
Yeah.
Like the writing and shit. Like
No, that's just because I want to do
Yeah.
that stuff.
Dope,
No,
yeah.
I'm a mic horse.
yeah,
Like,
you'll be fine, dude.
Yeah.
And like
I'm
I
excited
said,
for
when I
Chicago to
talked
see
to
you,
you,
Thanks,
fucking
man.
Mike, man.
when I talked to you beforehand, dude, if there's anything or questions or people or whatever, dude, just hit me up, man.
I appreciate that, man. Everybody I've actually met and like shot the shit with has been cool,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll have that big city shit because I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
But
And
a lot-
I will say, the Michigan scene getting a little bit bigger. I'm like, we're starting to get some of those toxic aspects. I think what you came in on was the tail end of like a beautiful DIY scene. Because we
Yeah.
only had, when I first started in Michigan, we were in a bad slump of like, there was maybe 3 actual comedy clubs.
Yeah.
And then everything else was like grassroots.
Was it still
Man.
3 at that?
I think it
might
was
have been
just,
2.
it was Ridley's, Ann Arbor, and Grins have always been around.
Okay, yeah.
But there was a while where it was those were the only
Grins
three.
Grins is a great club, but also not very.
Yeah, they don't
hard to get
foster
with
local
locals.
talent.
Yeah.
No,
So like
no.
it was really like two to actually like show your.
Dude, the
you know,
recognition
scene set.
of that by comics is what will drive the scene, right? Like
Yeah,
we know and we feel what audiences like, and
Yeah.
we want to search for that for every show, like that attention, that agreement that you have with the audience while you're telling jokes. We can create that shit. I moved here and I was shocked that the capital city of Michigan didn't have like a staple for like a hub of
I
comedy.
mean, we used to, but
it didn't go well.
connections closed. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, why not?
it'll come
start-
back.
Yeah. No,
Well,
there's
yeah, we're like in the 80s right now, where it's
Yeah.
like everyone's getting a comedy club. It feels like.
Yeah, so we're about to. I think the pop's gonna happen. But sorry, we're sidetracking from.
Yeah.
No,
sweet
this is
hot
great.
dog
This
talk
is great
to
because honestly,
comedy
one of
talk,
the
baby.
dynamics we like to play on with this show is I'm a new stand-up comedian, and Darius is a veteran stand-up.
Yeah,
comedian.
it probably does go newest to most vetted with the two of you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Drew and I are probably in the
Right.
middle.
Dude, you
so.
guys have been at it for a while. How long have you been doing stand-up, Drew?
I mean, I started a decade ago.
Decade
But,
ago?
Unlike Lou, who had actually committed to this crap, I quit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I quit.
Oh,
I love
really?
it, dude.
I quit for like
That's
two
all right.
and
Dude.
a half years,
I'll
2
help
years.
you.
Yep.
I mean,
No,
I
I'll
don't think
take
I
you
should
should
share
though.
that. I don't.
You
really,
should.
like-
No,
it
you
happens.
should. You should though.
I mean, it
Because
was a
life
good- it was
happens,
good
bro.
for me. Well, I was also like 21, so I was like such a kid that it was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe I should like try being a regular adult. For
I think
a
it's
while.
good to take
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah.
of time off. I started at 23 and haven't really taken a lot of time off. I did like a month here or there. Like I went backpacking in Europe at one
Oh,
point.
sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
But even then, did an open mic in
Did you?
Ireland. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been redlining for a while, and I'm either going to burn out here pretty soon or hopefully start making a little bit of income.
Louis, dude.
Yeah,
you are a comics comic and you are an audience comic.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
you have
I
the
appreciate
all around
that, dude.
appeal, dude.
I-
I know you're tired. You're tired because you work your dick off.
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
That comes
So,
with it, bro.
yeah.
I've
Thank you,
quit doing comedy 3 times. I started when I was 12 because
Dog, your uncle.
yeah, because
Your uncle's a G.
yeah,
Like-
because he didn't want to drop me off at my grandfather's house because of a snowstorm, so he took me straight to the Improv, and then I begged the manager for stage time for the late show. And then he gave me fucking 7 minutes at 12 years old, and I told
That's
jokes
nuts,
Dude, also, if you were at a late
That's
show,
so
I will
cool.
say this though: if you were at a late show and a 12-year-old came on stage,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Let's fucking."
fucking
Yeah,
dude.
So
yeah.
hard.
Drinks are dude.
Yeah.
I
I
would
would be like, I'd be like,
Especially
"Oh."
during a blizzard. like, you're
the
like, all right.
crazy thing was
So
is
excited.
Dwayne had he was doing a weekend there. He did 3 shows there. So Friday he did 2 shows, Saturday 3 shows, Sunday 2 shows, and then they
Yeah.
fucking shared the building with Improv Olympic. Or my bad, I'm just fucking your shit.
Stop talking,
Yeah,
Rio.
shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, Rhea.
They shared the
breathing
building
too hard.
with Comedy Sports, which ended up being Improv Olympic.
Damn.
So I was 12, and I begged the manager, Tom. Dwayne didn't even know. I didn't tell him about it because he would have shut it down.
Yeah.
And then here comes the late show, and then he goes, hey, Dwayne, I'm going to give your nephew some time on stage. And then Dwayne goes, what? Bub, what? And then
That's actually pretty good, Dwayne.
yeah.
Alright.
And then
Yeah,
I
nailed it.
drank a
Awesome.
bunch of Sprite, and then I wrote 3 jokes. I wrote a joke about people pooping in the bathroom. I wrote a joke about how
relatable. I mean, honestly, right out the gates, at least you're relatable.
how Barney was a pedophile and he was just wearing a suit,
Yep.
and how I was a kid and I would never go to Michael Jackson's house even though he had a fucking theme park
At the
his
time,
house.
that's an epic joke for a
Yeah.
12-year-old to
Well,
make.
I would have
Yeah.
standing O. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, I
Standing
signed
O.
autographs,
If I was
dude.
if I
Damn,
saw a
dog.
12-year-old do that, like, imagine late
That's-
show.
yeah.
Late show, normally a comedy
Yeah.
crowd. You're going there. You probably went out to dinner, had some drinks, and then you're going to the late show. And then that came on stage.
Yeah.
I would have lost my shit. It's
Yeah.
just a comedy fan, not even just like.
Yeah,
a comic.
I signed
I'm like,
autographs,
holy
and then after that, I took acting classes, and then I focused on that craft. That feeling of being in front of people that you don't know, you're relying on your brain and what you think is funny, and you're trusting the audience to vibe with you.
Hell yeah.
And that connection is what made me obsessed with performing stand-up comedy. Not making money or the notoriety. It was that connection, like it's better than drugs, man.
It's a good time, yeah.
Dude, people fucking trust you to be yourself. You are yourself, and then they laugh at that shit. The best type of feeling that, like you can't,
But
nobody can recreate
like a bad
that
batch. Every now and again, you get some that just stings the veins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not all black tar is a good time.
Oh,
And, sometimes those bombs, when you are in fact yourself, and people are actively like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're vulnerable
no.
to yourself,
Yeah,
and everyone
yeah.
goes, "We don't like yourself."
yeah,
and you
yeah.
go, "Oh fuck, I don't either."
Yeah.
It's all right. Bombs happen though. I just bombed at Detroit House of Comedy.
Oh, yeah.
When you
I
remember
wasn't
that?
gonna say that.
I posted it. I didn't give a fuck.
Oh,
There was
no. You can take that
Yeah,
down.
I was like, everybody say hi, and you heard the whole room. And that was the only time you heard.
Jesus, dog.
Rio was like, I'll see y'all later.
Shit, dude. You get a 3-minuter?
Yeah, just three.
all right.
All right, so it took me over a year to get booked back again, and then I lost 2 minutes. I was like,
Eh,
damn.
well, sounds like you're going to lose those 3.
He's going to be like, hey, my name's Rio. You guys have a good night.
You get an introduction.
Dog,
Yeah.
you can't sound indignant about that when you just told us you bombed.
Yeah.
Like, you believe it took me forever to get back here, and then I pooched it again.
They gave me 2 less minutes and I couldn't fill it.
I got to go back, dude.
They accurately depicted what I needed to get, and I'm still salty.
We learned.
Yeah.
We learned. The host did 5 minutes of crowd works and then got played off.
You better.
And
I do know, I know.
And
I
she still
remember
wasn't
the
the
show.
worst set of the night.
It was a nightmare of a show that night.
Oh, no.
That's not all
Oh,
on you,
no.
brother.
I know exactly who the host was
No,
then.
you don't.
No.
Really?
You never.
All right.
You never met them. I'm not even gonna.
I've
I'm
never
not gonna
seen them
specify. I
before
don't want
either.
to drama, but yeah, no, you never.
All right, we'll save it for the next Chinese racket course.
Give it 30 seconds.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Anyways, yeah.
Where were you on,
These
on the
brackets.
brackets,
Let me grab a
man?
beer.
Please do.
Yeah.
Who needs
Yep.
one?
I am
good, man. Thank you.
all right.
This
Yeah,
is making the podcast, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, dude.
And
Half
then, this is the last segment.
All right.
And then after that, we'll fucking
Oh, no, there
do
is
the
one more.
outro. What? Oh, yeah, the 3 questions.
This is Joe Rogan, dude. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
4.5 hour.
Dude,
By
we're
the
gonna
end,
be
we're
here
going to talk
tonight.
about
Worth it.
aliens that we can see when you take a certain drug.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Are you talking about DMT shit, dog?
Yeah. I don't know anything about it.
I've
I
never
don't wanna
taken-
start that conversation.
I've never
where I
taken
know
DMT.
nothing.
Everybody I've talked to has
Working man's
praised
acid,
it,
dude.
and they're like, "Don't do ayahuasca
Tripping
because
5
you got to be
minutes.
locked in for too
I
long."
feel like
DMT's that
like,
shit.
DMT's like fucking jumping out of a plane, though. Like, everyone
Yeah.
who's done it like
It's actually the dying man's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
it's
free
when you meet God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that God shit, dog. If you want to go to a park and do that shit
No,
for
I'm
20
good.
minutes, okay.
Thank you, though. Thank you, though.
Hang on now. I would like to do DMT in a park. Yeah, all right.
All right.
I'll butcher the dragon in a park with you.
Let's play T-ball while we're
Yeah,
doing it too.
hell
On
yeah,
top
dude.
of that,
Whatever you want to do. I'll
All right.
fuck around.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, in the top left,
All right.
I want you guys to tell me who you guys have taken it all.
Should I go first?
Gentlemen first.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
100% Taco Bell. It saved
Oh,
my
all
life.
right. I got Chick-fil-A.
See, I'm already fighting.
Mate,
get a
no,
minute.
hang on. Wait.
You get a minute. You get a minute. You
Yeah.
get a minute.
Okay.
Taco Bell. It was tried and true. How many teenagers, drunk teenagers, did Taco Bell save?
Yeah.
At 4 a.m.
That's fair.
You know, like where it's like you shouldn't have been driving, but you're making bad teenage decisions, and Taco Bell was there, and you sit in the parking lot with your friends and eat 12 tacos.
Yeah.
And maybe you still shouldn't drive, but it made you drive a little better. You know what I mean? I think it's actually saved lives.
That's
Taco
actually
Bell.
fair. That's very fair.
Louis?
Honestly, I don't need the whole minute. I'll leave it on
Yeah.
that.
So I got Chick-fil-A. It's not really for the food; it's the politics. Like
That's what was wondering.
I love how they're closed on Sundays.
Well,
right?
the food, yeah, for good reason. Like,
yeah.
The food's fine, but like realistically, I was like, sweet baby Jesus needs to, we need more beige playscapes for all those unaborted kids to play on.
Hallelujah, baby.
Yeah.
You're like
Also-
the second person that's ever had Chick-fil-A
It's for a good reason,
Yeah,
though.
it's. I already said the politics.
Yeah.
Honest Christian reason.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. This
If
guy.
I was talking food, slap me up some Takis. But,
I will respect Chick-fil-A as an option. It was just not.
well, yeah, you're a straight white
Yeah.
guy. You're
Yeah.
within the. But,
Well, it just wasn't available to me till like I moved down to the Detroit area.
Right,
So
but
I
now
didn't-
that you get
I was
it-
a man by the time I
Yeah.
had Chick-fil-A. You know,
Yeah.
so like I
Well-
get it, but it's just too out of the way.
Who did
Word.
Chick-fil-A beat to get there?
Taco Bell.
Was that tough?
Oh no, yeah, beat McDonald's.
It beat
I-
McDonald's.
I had Donald's beating Arby's all day.
Yeah?
I don't. Yeah.
But I will argue, I do like Arby's.
Yeah.
Arby's sauce mixed with horsey sauce. Horsey sauce. I love horseradish.
I can't. I don't.
I
I
love
don't.
No?
horseradish.
Doesn't matter
You
what
don't fuck
sandwich
with it
you
at all.
have
Yeah,
there.
throw horsey and Arby's
Thank you.
sauce on every
Thank
single
you. Yep.
sandwich.
Thank you.
I used to have a joke about how I think Arby's was made by the Illuminati as a joke to see what we would fucking eat, and yeah,
It's still there.
they got us, dude.
Honestly, they might
Because
have,
I've had it. I fuck with the big beef and cheddar,
I
but
will
every time I finish it, I just go, what kind of wild card did I just tell the intestines to deal with?
I think might
You
have
gotta
the
trust
best
your
fries.
your
Yeah.
fucking
Okay,
gut.
curly
I
fries.
think they
after,
might. The curly fries there might be the best fast food fries.
I like their curly
The curly
fries,
fries
but
are
it
better than
depends
their
on who's
sandwiches.
frying them because sometimes they use old oil or they fry them too
That's
long.
the argument.
dude.
That's the same thing you could do for Wendy's. Wendy's
Any-
has some
any
of the
fries.
best
I don't-
fries ever if they're fresh. If they're not, it's the worst fries.
But I
you'll ever
fucking
have.
hate Wendy's. They tried to kill me once. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Wendy's.
Let's go down to the division below it. Who do you guys got taking it? Drew? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no. Drew, you went first.
I
you
got
go first.
Leo's Coney Island.
Let's go. Okay.
Word.
Be careful, though. Don't let any of your Chicago friends hear that. All right?
No, you
This
can
is a
roll
test.
in Chicago like that, and then they're gonna
What's-
convert you to fucking Portillo's.
Is
It's
that a
fine.
different kind of Coney?
You've never been to Portillo's?
No.
It's
You'll be okay.
Chicago beef, Chicago dog.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Then-
it's-
yeah.
It's
So-
it's street food, but somebody cares about it.
Love
That's
love
serving
that.
you.
Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got nothing against that.
Yeah.
I just had no idea
Same
what it was.
prices.
No, it's
That
a-
wasn't. I don't
somebody
think
gives
they
a
were.
fuck
Not,
about it.
oh, they were.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I didn't know
it's-
who they were. so I
However,
said,
I'm
fuck them.
still Leo's for me because it's like it's got a little bit of everything. You can
Yeah.
walk in there kind of fucked up, and it's like breakfast to dinner, friend. Let's see what you
Let's get a
want.
corned beef
love
hash
and
right quick.
Portillo's.
And it's
man,
gonna
dude.
come out 2.5 out of 5, no matter what. It's coming
Yeah, it's
at
gonna
you.
be half-
It's
half-
the
half rating.
pinnacle of medium talent food.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
But
it,
it
dude.
knows exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You want hash browns with a bacon cheeseburger? We got you,
Easy.
dog.
Yeah.
there.
Don't even feel
It's only
bashful for-
$6.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like don't you get rosy in the cheeks for asking for that. You want chicken tenders, and a strawberry milkshake, and
Let's
a
go.
baby Greek salad? We
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You want pop with no ice? Shh, we'll do it.
We got you.
It does trip me out,
We
though.
understand
when-
that you have meth teeth. Yeah. Sensitive teeth.
Welcome
baby.
to Lansing,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that's Lansing. It does trip me out, though, when Michiganders are, like, unaware of Portillo's.
No idea. I didn't know what that was. And
Dude,
said,
I went to
so when
LA.
that was on there, I said, I don't give a fuck, Leo's.
I went to LA and I got Portillo's in LA.
Yeah.
You know?
Michigan being like a peninsula that isn't also like sloppy vacation town, Florida peninsula.
Yeah.
Sometimes some national things just kind of scoot on by on I-80 and
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
We just don't
Livonia
get 'em,
just
yeah.
opened one. I was there for
Yeah.
their opening day.
Wow. All right.
I'm just gonna throw this out just out of excitement. Livonia just opened a Sheets, and I've heard about Sheets.
Yeah.
I've never had a
Dude,
Sheets. I'm about
Livonia
to make
is
a
the
ride to
fucking
What is it?
ground
Sheets.
zero of
Sheets is-
changing the fucking scope of fast food and things that are available.
Wow,
man.
sounds
They're
like
just-
Livonia's really on the come up.
Yeah, man, they are,
time.
dude. Portillo's
Yeah.
Sheets.
One of the most racist.
Yeah, I was about to say,
cities
they
in
were known for the
America. Well, especially-
KKK.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for letting me know,
I was,
Drew.
yeah,
I love you,
I was
bud.
gonna say, Darius, you don't want to go
There's
there.
like a
Yeah, they used to
notable
have
red
what they would call an
dragon.
after dark law,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
not
you mean the
good.
sundown?
Sundown
Yeah.
town, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
like,
very
it'd be
aware.
the same if like Howell got like a fucking
Yep.
Like,
or
uh,
East Lansing used to be a sundown town too.
like a
man.
Sonic and Howell. I'd be like, cool. That's
Yeah.
way to say you don't want any black people to go to Sonic.
Doesn't Brighton have a White Castle?
Yes.
Everyone
Yeah.
should have a White Castle.
White
Thank
Castle's
you.
incredible. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the closest White Castle is at the 6975 junction in Flint.
I thought the closest White Castle
It's
was
the one in Brighton.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know you guys.
I know specifically because Zach Martina has come to do shows and brought crave cases here for me.
Oh, fucking dude, we got to
Shout
book
out
his
Zach
ass, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Zach.
But Rob fucking Jenkins was the dude that told me that he goes to see his doctor somewhere, and then every time he goes to see his doctor, he passes by Brighton, stops there, gets fucking White Castle, and then brings it back to Lansing.
Pat Seaver told me a story about it. He's like, if you're ever on the road with Robert Jenkins and there is a White Castle,
Dude,
you're
stop
stopping
it.
at the
I'm
White
doing the same shit, bro.
Rob's a cheeseburger hound, dude.
Oh shit.
I've gone. Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Motherfucker.
This is an epic episode, motherfucker.
We killed the battery.
That's how good we
We're
are.
still rolling.
I
though.
didn't even see.
We got audio right now, just not video.
Do we?
You want to hear how dumb I am? I put north, east, east, west. I have 2 east.
I mean, I put
We know-
east, west, north, south. Like that's
We
not
know where
it.
your directions lie.
I have
Yeah.
2 easts.
Yeah.
Chris, you good, man?
We meant up east and down east.
If you need to go inside, feel free, bro. I got a 75-pound pit bull, but he's nice.
I'm cool.
He is actually nice.
Yeah,
I met him.
yeah,
I'm cool with dogs.
yeah. He'll just sniff you and be like, "Sup, dog?"
He'll sniff me and go, 2 dogs, 6 cats.
Yeah, I want to be your best friend.
Yeah.
You're
I have
covered
2
in
dogs,
that
6
much
cats.
piss?
What?
What?
Dude, you go to his place.
That's so much piss.
It's like a fucking.
It's a
It's
zoo?
like a wildlife
How often
shelter.
do you clean your carpets and couches?
A lot.
Yeah,
Oh man.
No,
Well,
it doesn't
I
smell.
don't
His house does not smell. There's just
because he cleans it a lot.
Yeah, but you walk into his house and there's like 7 animals surrounding
I
you.
love
And
it,
you're
dude.
Like, it's
I
a
love
little
it.
like 5 different
Yeah.
cats on
I
different
wasn't
levels
a
are
big
staring
animal
at
lover
you.
until I met my wife.
Yeah.
And she got me into it.
No, you're good.
I
You're good.
love animals, man.
Chris, I want you to come in here and tell everybody to fuck off.
Yeah, towards the end of the podcast, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
announce yourself.
Like I was here the whole time, bitches.
Yeah,
All right?
they didn't have enough mics for me. Fuck this
Yeah.
podcast.
Chris off camera, they'll never see it coming.
I mean, I got
I'm
it.
not
I got a
editing
gun
any
in
of
here
this.
if you need to
Dude.
borrow it.
This is the I'm fucking close and being halfway soft masturbating. Man. I'm so fucking close. I just need 25 minutes. Nobody look at me.
Nobody look.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Suck.
It's
Shut the fuck up.
Podcast version of having a dick cage.
Dude, watch me fuck this podcast so much better.
He's taking
You wouldn't
notes
get
and
You
shit.
wouldn't get nearly the same amount of riffs I'm getting.
Yeah, dude, I riffed this podcast
I
in
broke
2.
Rio. I brought him back to
What
2001.
is the Dead Man's LSD? That was.
Dead Man's Alice. Yeah, thank you, man.
Oh man,
Good
dude.
notes from
What
the.
happens when when you die? DMT gets released.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like the last stage of your
That's
transition.
why they would go
and
like
shit.
the
Some
Native
people are
Americans would
just
go
choosing
on.
to experience that and then ruin death.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is boring.
Seen this
do you
before.
do you have Leos as well?
No, I have KFC.
Oh, right on.
KFC.
I do love Leos. I pick KFC mostly off of nostalgia.
I mean, I'm right there. That was a tough
it
one.
was
Was
a
it?
tough one because
Yeah.
KFC. There's something like when your parents like we're not cooking tonight. Goddamn, but then
Yeah.
they bring home a bucket.
Bucket,
Of KFC.
yeah.
The bucket, like there, you got hyped. You get the
Yeah.
sides, the
Yeah.
coleslaw,
Yeah.
the potatoes. So there's just so many warm memories of
Yeah.
KFC
Yeah.
that I can't hate.
Yeah.
I'm like, it just,
I
KFC
get it.
fucking rules.
Did-
It was
did-
up there.
Did
Yeah.
either of you guys struggle with Long John Silver's, or was that
No,
immediate
no,
right
no,
now?
immediate. I never had that.
That's a definite L.
Nah, I don't even know who that motherfucker is
I know.
anyway.
No, I do, and I put him to rest in the ocean.
Have you ate it long?
You've been Laden'd.
Same, neither. I've
never-
never. I've driven past him multiple
Yeah.
times, but
Really?
it was like,
You're taking the most dicey of foods
Yeah.
and mixing it in the most not give a fuck
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm out on all that. Dude. No, thank you.
no.
Chris,
I was also
Chris,
not a
have you
fish
ever
kid
had it?
Yeah.
growing up. I like fish now.
Kid growing up.
Dude, when I was a kid, all right, so I grew up on the south side of Chicago. There was a fucking there was a Long John Silver off of Stony Island. On the south side of Chicago, Stony Island is where everything is. So you get fucking restaurants, you get fucking fast food places, you get your honey baked ham, you get your fucking clothing and shit. It's like the Strip. It's like Saginaw and
I was
shit.
kind of
but
like Meyer now.
Yeah.
yeah. I love
How is
Meyer.
also Long John Silver's has the worst mascot when KFC seems like
What is it, a
has the
fish?
worst- No, it's a guy in like a fisherman outfit.
it's a long
worse version of the Colonel.
It's a
somehow.
longshoreman.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like the guy from the fish stick box. In
It looks like
You know?
it looks like fucking.
Have
it looks
you
like
guys-
the Colonel if he's on hard times. It looks like the same.
He's like,
guy.
yeah, I guess I'll fish now. That's what
have
the-
you guys ever had like the fish sandwich anywhere else and then been like, no, more of. I'll have all of this and more.
Dude,
No.
The only
But Long John Silver's like, we're gonna corner the non-existent trash market for fish.
It's good white fish. I'm gonna tell you guys.
I do like a fish sandwich. I do not like a fast food fish sandwich.
Yeah,
I will say.
that's fair. I feel like we know who put this one on there by the.
I'm just letting you know we did not know it was a minority thing until we started doing this podcast. 2 years, I've never met a white person that has eaten at or ate
And
at
liked
Long-
it.
Because also,
Long John
I know-
And liked it.
Well, I went, grew up Catholic. Fish fries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A fish
Catholic-
fry
I'm
in a
Catholic
Catholic
too.
church is way better than anything you
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
seafood
Yeah.
wise at any
Look,
fast
made
food restaurant.
handmade.
Long
And it's like
John
the same
Silver.
price.
It's the fucking shit. I don't know what the frozen triangles of battered fish at the grocery store are. But that's just Long John Silver's
Yeah,
it is.
at home.
Yeah, that's cod.
Yeah, but I think it might
Yeah, it
actually
just
be
says
like
white
Long John
fish.
Silver.
Yeah.
They use the same colors. For some reason,
Yeah.
fish love coloring
Yellow,
itself yellow and
yeah.
blue.
So growing up in the hood, we could never afford real fish dinners, so we would wait until somebody had a graduation or a special occasion and go to fucking Red Lobster.
Yes.
If you put Red Lobster
do
on
fuck
there,
with
Dude,
the
I
Red
will wear
Lobster,
my
yes.
fucking penny loafers.
the Admiral's Feast at
I didn't
Red
go to-
Lobster might be the best
Bro,
thing.
and
you
then
can
you
order at
walk
any
out of the
restaurant
whole
ever.
restaurant because you've tasted everything to the umpteenth
Yeah.
degree. Fuck out of
Also,
my face.
whatever crazy bastard was like, yeah, all fried seafood, all that. And then,
Yeah.
How about fucking cheese rolls? Really good garlic cheese rolls. And somebody was like, I don't think that'll work. And this crazy bastard was like, no, we're going to make people pick a creature to kill. This will work. Like,
They don't
I think
even
this
want to
is-
eat the food. They just come here for the fucking
Dude,
cheese
so
biscuit.
much-
cheddar
point where,
cheddar
like-
Bay biscuits, baby.
Cheddar Bay biscuits at this point, I think, have their own. Like you can just buy them.
Yeah,
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 they are
make
at
them.
Sam's.
Yeah.
They're at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
And single-handedly, when Red Lobster as a company was going under, the nation was
Sold
like,
out.
"Whoa,
Yeah.
no, we just hate most
Bail
of your
them
stuff."
out.
Yeah.
Your server
like
sucks.
Flavor Flav like leading,
Yeah.
trying to bail out
Yeah.
Red Lobster. Like Flavor
Dude,
Flav's like taking
the
the charge.
minute-
That's
the
where he
minute-
takes his baby mamas.
There's
bro.
a Red Lobster in Frandor. I drive by all the time. I go,
Yeah.
someday. And I developed a shellfish allergy during puberty. As a kid, popcorn shrimp all day from Red Lobster.
That's
But
sad.
as soon as I heard they were going under, it was like, fuck, they gotta have something I can eat in there. And I was like, Cheddar Bay biscuits, and I'll be the dude that's like, no, I enjoy perch from Red Lobster, and then
You have an EpiPen
just
ready?
just have 1,000 of those little flags in my food. That's like, it was nowhere near the shellfish. I'm like,
Just
"Nah."
grilled. Don't
Yeah.
touch anything. I used to work at Red Lobster. I got a
fuck
story
it.
about that shit. Rio knows about that shit.
Tell it.
When I was fucking on, so I went through a period of time where I like excommunicated myself from my family because I was
Alright.
an artist and I was like, people don't understand me. I gotta fucking starve to death. And I went out to the suburbs.
That's commitment.
And I slept in people's cars. I slept on couches. I slept at like house parties whenever people's parents would go away. I'd like sleep at houses and shit. My best friend at that time, Derek, got me a job at Red Lobster. He worked at Red Lobster too with his girlfriend. We were all staying together. I passed through training. My first day on the clock, having my first server shift, I show up fucking 25 minutes early because we were all sharing a car and that was my slot. Like I fucking had to get dropped off 25 minutes early. Show up early. My manager at that time fired me because I showed up early and I was embarrassing the restaurant.
I want to hear the manager's side of the story.
Mind you, throughout training, we kept hearing a certain phrase that was being blurted out by servers. So, like, we'd be in the kitchen, and then they'd be like, hey, I got a couple of Franches at fucking table 12. And then I would walk out, and I would see it'd just be two black dudes, or a black dude and a white dude. So they devised this whole culture that black people that didn't have money, or like thug or youth black people, would come in there and they would order their fucking salads with French and ranch dressing, and then they would call them Franches behind their backs, like the servers.
Wait, okay, Were they mixing them? Or are you saying
Yeah,
that
so
they,
like,
oh, okay, all right.
so they would say that black people, whenever they get their salads, they order French and ranch dressing.
and mix the two together.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
all
put
right.
it on their salad.
Okay.
So like in the
It does
kitchen,
sound good.
Those are two of my favorite dressings if I go to a restaurant.
so like in the kitchen, you'd hear like a server walk back and be like, "Yeah, I got 3 Frenches at table 14," and then they would like do their shit, and then they would go back into the dining room. So I started to pick up that they were just saying that like black people were the Frenches, and that code word was code word for you're not gonna get a good tip because like a thug black person is like you're waiting on a thug black person. So I was like getting fucking pissed off because these motherfuckers look like me or my cousins or people I know. And then I got fired when I showed up fucking 25 minutes earlier. So
Called them all a bunch of Frenches.
yeah. So I wrote a letter to HR. I said, "Hey, my name's Darius. I worked here. This happened. I got fired." They said these words. 15 minutes later, I had HR from Darden Restaurants, which owns Smoky Bones and Olive Garden and Red Lobster.
bunch of quality restaurants.
Yeah, you know, the places where you go when people graduate. Call me back and was like,
Or
"Hey,"
get out of jail.
and they called me back and
only for
they
the
asked me a
Frenches.
bunch of
I've had an uncle.
Only the Frenchies
Oh,
do
nice,
that. when they get out.
Oh, the racial connotation. Now I got it.
Yeah.
I just remember I had an in-law get out and we went to a Smoky Bones. I was like, this is, I don't like
They had
this.
a jail out of jail.
Oh, you did mad for so long. You've been waiting for subpar barbecue.
Yeah.
But yeah, they found out this shit and they sent me a bunch of coupons.
Nice.
My buddy who got me that job was working that day and then saw like corporate come in and then escort like 6 to 8
Yeah.
people out of the building.
I'm sorry, we're getting off track, but I think it's funny that you lost your job and they're like, "Would you like coupons for that place
Yeah.
that is racist that fired you?" And they're like,
I was
you know,
like,
when-
"Yeah,
when you
I'll
put
take
it
them
like
but-
that.
yeah,
50% off is 50%
I'll take them,
off.
but I'm redeeming them in
Takeout.
Indiana, and I'm gonna ship my food back to Chicago."
Dude, and not tip those people down there. Right?
And you go, you know
Keep it
what?
going. And then you pull the black server aside and be like, hey, I didn't tip. See if they said anything.
Yeah.
And then this is what
They
I
call
did.
you a French.
Yeah,
Get
we're
some
gonna
coupons.
go French it up later.
You
dude.
guys want some-
It was weird as fuck, man.
And
French
I-
is kind of a cool word.
I
though. That's the
will-
upsetting
no,
part about
no.
all this.
Yeah.
I will
it's a
say
tight
this.
word.
That is something, because I've been in problematic kitchens before where, like, every race that isn't black will come up with something that, like, that's what we're calling black people here. And I'd always be like, this isn't clever, and you might as well commit. Like, what are you saying,
Just
dude?
say it, dude.
Yeah. It's one place they call
They're
them.
all Mexicans. Yeah, yep. You might grab me one.
No, I got you, bro.
Should we go?
Let's get
Yeah, let's finish this up.
Let's
So,
get
top
these
right?
brewskis. Yeah, we're gonna start the top right.
I'll go first. 'cause
Yeah,
you went
go
last
for
time. I went Subway.
Ooh.
And I know people hate Subway.
The only wrong answer.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I will argue again. I went for more nostalgia vibes and vibes in general of our actual flavor.
Yes.
I think
Subway nostalgia.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember
$5
when they were
footlong
$5.
rules. $5 footlong was
I remember
awesome.
when people respected
Yes.
Subway.
Now
And
they're like-
also, I love a tuna fish sandwich.
I'm a tuna sub
I'm a
guy at
tuna
Subway,
fish
too.
sandwich. I would go there, even though like I was like 10 years old. I'd go there and they'd be like, "What do you
They
want?"
probably
on
loved
your
you.
top?"
Tuna on
Yeah.
wheat.
No, they hated me because I
Really?
I was like
Somebody
12.
from Subway would have loved you. There you
Well, I
go.
would be like, I'm like,
Spoon
I
feeding.
always ask, I'm like, all the toppings except for spinach. Did
Gotcha.
every single topping. So and like
That
they'd be like,
kid's back again.
yeah, they kind of was like that. They go, when I was your age, I wouldn't eat any of
Let
this.
me
You
get
know
a-
that kid that's been eating hot dogs in the
Yeah.
parking lot? He's trying to order a special sub.
It is wild
Tuna
that
fish
you-
sandwich might be my favorite like homemade sandwich.
I
of all
think
time.
your fucking palate is my palate.
Yeah.
We're just broke ass people, bro. Like,
tuna fish rules. I
is,
love
dude.
a tuna fish sandwich
it's
so much.
convenient as fuck, bro.
Tuna fish also, they opened me up to the doors that a tuna fish sandwich, I used to love eating them as a kid, but they opened me up to the doors that tuna fish sandwich with hot peppers on it. I don't know what about it.
yeah.
It
Makes
goes
that
together
doo-doo
really
nice
well.
and hot.
It goes
Yeah.
really well. Like you put jalapenos and banana peppers on a tuna
Steaming
fish sandwich.
doo-doo.
So good. It's hard to
No.
defend Subway now because a tuna fish sandwich is like $13.
Yeah.
Spicy kiss.
Yeah. But I love I
Fucking
That's-
tuna fish sandwich from Subway will always be one of my favorite.
I love it,
Fast
dude.
food.
I
It's
love your
crazy that
commitment.
you
all
went
time.
that hard in the paint on that. I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
dog, you have to try Long John Silver. Like if you go bananas
I
for
like
a Subway tuna fish, you're gonna
did,
go.
though.
They don't have
fucking nuts.
jalapenos
Dude, you
and banana
committed
peppers,
so
dude.
hard.
It's just
Oh,
tartar sauce.
I don't know, dude. You went like
Also,
hard.
I prefer tuna over any fried
You
fish.
were he's heating up and then he's on fire for that fucking that tuna fish sandwich. You need to go all the way back.
Said tuna mayo.
You're gonna go to a Long John Silver and
Dude, I
fuck
went
your
on
whole
a- I
life.
went
You
on
need
a-
some
no,
catfish,
I
too,
I went on
up
a
in this
date with
bitch.
this girl I've been seeing for a little bit right now.
Is she black or white?
She's black.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's solving
You got some
problems.
catfish.
I am, dude.
You
I'm-
got some catfish, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you know,
Yep,
I'm
I can
committed.
see it
no,
in your face.
No, but we
bro.
went to a diner and it
Turns
was like
out
she's like,
She
"What
said
are
she
you gonna
was white.
order?"
and
She
that's
said
the
salmon
catfish.
croquettes.
No,
Yeah.
she asked me what I was gonna order, and I stopped myself from ordering the tuna fish sandwich there.
Was it a melt or just a
You were
sandwich?
trying to impress
It
her?
was, yeah, I was.
If
I
it
was
was
like,
a melt-
I don't think we're there yet where I can start showing that I like dirty fish sandwiches.
Dude,
That's a like you have to say you love me before I show you that I love.
you
dirty
need to be
fish
a
sandwiches.
turkey sandwich nigga until you get to that spot.
Even
I've
a
been
fish
saying that
sandwich
for
is
years.
better than a tuna fish sandwich.
That
no,
exact
no, you are turkey sandwich or a roast beef.
I do love a club sandwich.
There you go. You're taking a fucking
see, I
leap
thought
off
you
the
liked
wild
a
side
clan
with having
sandwich.
more bread.
I look at you. over
Yeah,
there.
look at that.
All right, what we got?
Lou, who do you got winning?
he's still
I got
top
Little
right.
Caesars,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
Yeah, all day.
yeah.
Nostalgia. $5 pizza kept me fed.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when you were hurting in
Yeah,
the summer,
yeah.
especially high school days,
Oh my god.
if you and a buddy could come up with $2.50
Yeah, you're fucking
each,
yeah.
you're like, all right, we got
kings.
lunch
You're
today.
kings.
Honestly,
Anywhere,
this
dude.
was my hardest bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because these four Subway, Little Caesars, Culver's, Wendy's, there's
Yeah.
a special place in my heart for all four
Yeah.
of these places.
Yeah.
I actually, these are like maybe my top
Dude,
four.
Little
If
Caesars
these guys had different
is
branches,
an economic litmus test for how the country's doing. It's like the fact that like what I remember when the $5 hot and ready came out.
Yeah.
I was like, no more hungry poor people. Yeah, I mean, you might not get all the
solve the
nutrients.
hunger crisis.
Yeah, and meanwhile,
Louis
it's-
just throwing 20s at
Yeah.
people.
dude. I'm like, yo,
nonstop.
dog. This pizza is like 27 to
Yep.
3,500 calories.
Yeah. 2 day
Like
shit.
you sit around and have a couple of 40s with this motherfucker,
Yeah.
you're gonna be putting on weight.
Well,
bro.
this,
Like,
I'll ask you this question: have you ever met someone who's ordered something that's not a hot and ready from Little Caesars? Like they actually,
Yeah,
ordered
psychotic,
it?
yeah.
It's insane behavior. My grandpa did that, and I was like, "It's time for you to go."
I will
when
say-
he did that, I was like,
Would you
"Dude,
unplug
Here's
It's
his?
the
time
thing.
for you to go to bed." Like,
You
you're
unplug
done.
his oxygen
I didn't,
fucking
but it was like
supply?
a sign where I
Now-
was like, "You're not meant for this world."
They
anymore."
have the
Drew, I
pizza,
love you.
The pizza portal is out of control.
Oh yeah.
If you ordered from the pizza portal and hot and ready's Little Caesars, low key, just being like, hey, we're gonna do stuffed crusts that are actually like fine enough for half the price, and
And
we're
they'll
just
pass.
gonna, yeah.
And you know what
Pass.
fucked me up? I will. This has also made it hard for me. The extra most bestest pizza, and I wish that was not the name. I'm actually saying it properly.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
It
'cause-
actually is awesome.
well,
For $2 more.
What I hate is
Yeah.
so the dough technically isn't food grade dough at Little Caesars, and the
Bingo.
fact that
Yeah, no, it's
extra
not
most bestest rhymes with technically asbestos. I'm like, I don't like
fucking
that. I'm like,
asshole.
it's somebody.
But have you had an
corporate.
extra most bestest?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all they
worth
make
the extra
now.
$2.
It's no, it's not.
I highly disagree.
It's
The-
like $7, right?
It's
Yeah,
$2 more.
$7.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
maybe
Well, honestly,
eight
I don't
now.
even think it's. I think it's $1.50 more. It's not that much more.
All I know
and you
is
get double the amount
I
of
haven't gotten it
pepperoni.
too
You
many
get more
times.
you
cheese.
get less cheese.
No, you get more cheese.
Look it up. It's a corporate thing.
This
that's
is a
done.
fucking
You get
battle.
less cheese.
I would
Do we
argue
get more
because-
cheese or we get less cheese?
cheese.
Now, I worked
Drew
at
and
pizza
Lou?
places where the more toppings you order, the less cheese you get. Like
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah,
that's how
I
you
mean
do it.
it's
Yeah.
it's
'Cause
spatial.
it's just spreading it.
Yeah,
I would disagree because I've had both. You have a lot of sauce packets or patches in
What the
a
fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
wait,
sauce
what do you
patch.
mean?
Okay, so a
No,
sauce
I know
patch-
what you mean. I'm
Like-
just saying you're anecdotally talking out of your ass, Donnie.
No,
trying
you know
to
what I mean? Like,
convince
you
us
see
that
it, like,
it's
where you're
right.
Like, you'll be eating a slice of pizza and you go, well, there's a bite right here that doesn't have any cheese on it.
Sure,
Like in the
yeah.
middle of the pizza.
Yeah.
You don't get that on the extra most bestest.
Yeah,
Drew,
No, I
Drew,
disagree
Drew,
with
that. Yeah, you
I mean,
do.
Drew,
this
you
is
know-
the best
It's a
argument
dog
ever.
shit pie.
All right, I
It
don't
is.
want to.
Oh,
I
it's
don't want
better,
to take
I'm
sides.
saying.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
This is best
And
argument.
you already know, like you're my Mexican brother. dude.
Yes.
You
so
told me that
Mexican.
you ate
You're my Jewish
hot
homie.
dogs and a tortilla.
Gotcha, family.
All
I'll
take
right.
that.
We're
But
both
the
hated
fact that you're
equally.
ready to pay $14 for a tuna melt over a $5 full pizza that can feed you and your.
I'm not.
You know,
no,
like,
I would say Little Caesar is the better restaurant currently. I just said Subway has too
Well,
much.
we're playing a little
soft place.
fast and loose with
Yeah,
restaurant now.
Fast food joint.
It's more of a food content place. Like,
Yeah.
Most fast food places are just content places.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's
Little
food
Caesars
content.
is just a brand that is just trying to
It's
do
okay.
its thing.
They're killing
yeah.
it.
The first-
I'm never gonna shit on Little Caesars.
But I respect the fuck out of the Illich family for paying for Rosa Parks' rent until she fucking died.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
And they
I
said,
changed it to
hey,
Little Caesars.
Papa
they-
Illich paid for
What did
the
Subway
fucking
do?
rent
Pay
until
for all
she
of
died.
Jared
Well,
Campbell's
Yeah,
bills?
his fucking legal bills. Yeah,
bills?
yeah,
They went, nah. They
Yeah.
just got that misunderstanding.
yeah.
I do, yeah, the Illiches.
That's what they did, man.
They said, sorry, one of our relatives aggressively told you to sit at the back of the bus. We're just going to cover rent forever.
Yeah.
We're going to cover rent, not a mortgage. We're going to keep you renting.
we're not
Make sure you have an apartment.
Because she definitely got married and had a husband. And
We're not covering the extra
And
money
then
we're gonna
Illich
pay
is
him
like,
on for a
whoa.
parking spot.
Illich is
We're
like,
not doing that.
all right, it's a stretch.
And I
but-
guarantee that the Illich
got
family
you.
fucking
I
negotiated.
got you.
It was a ninth floor
fixed
walk
rate.
up.
Yeah.
They're like, we got plans to make this hockey arena. I'm sorry, you probably don't know. It's like basketball, but
We gotta pay the
sticks.
rent
She
over
died
in
and she died and
Greektown.
knocked down the
I-
apartment.
I actually do wonder if Rosa Parks was a Red Wings fan, which probably not an important
I
question.
think she
No,
was
she was.
forced to be a Red Wings
She was
fan,
a
but
Red
she's
Wings
still
fan, a Lions fan, a Tigers.
sat in
I
the
seen
back
her, I
I think
seen
they
her
of
all
the
over.
wheeling
locker
her out,
room.
like right towards the end, they were wheeling her out. They're like, "Hey, look who's the fan."
She was like, Gordie Howe, and then
Yeah.
just
Oh my
kept
gosh.
it moving.
Who's that basketball team that has that fucking old ass nun?
That's
that they
fucking
really-
Loyola,
Mother
bro.
Teresa?
Fuck out of my face, bro.
Well,
That's
also,
Loyola. That's
pretty
fucking.
sure the Toon Squad had a nun on it as well.
Shout
That's
out
Loyola. That's
Michael Jackson.
fucking
So,
Chicago.
all right, my
proper.
bad.
all right.
Little C's though, yeah, bottom.
You start this.
Okay.
White
so-
Castle, dude.
White Castle.
White Castle,
White Castle.
yeah.
That's the first
guys
I've
both
heard of it.
agreed?
Yes, White
Agreed?
Castle, 100%.
White Castle,
Let's go.
yeah. It's
White Castle
all
Ooh,
day.
you go
No,
first.
I was
I'll
just
let you-
gonna,
I'll let you
dude.
stop.
Crave case, cheeseburgers, steam. It's like it's the worst, best food you've ever just.
Oh, I love it.
What's crazy is White Castle. You can eat like a pelican.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. You do. You
It's
can
Chinese
chew,
food. It
You can
doesn't
chew
fill
with
you.
your tongue and then just keep
Throwing
throwing
it
them
down
back.
your
Yeah.
gullet.
It's the only food that makes me go out of my way to eat like a competitive eater.
Yeah, and I will also
Dude.
add this. I think you missed this. This is recency bias.
Okay.
Ever since COVID, they are the most reliable fast food joint to actually be open for their set hours.
And-
If you go to
Yeah,
McDonald's,
let's
Taco Bell, a
go.
lot of them
Let's
are
go.
understaffed. They're not open.
No, I'll
you
cheers
go
to
to
that.
any
Bro.
White Castle,
Drinks,
it
everybody
is
cheers.
always
Drew.
open.
I
Drew,
miss
always
fucking-
available.
I
And
miss the old
Drew,
restaurant.
and they opened up a fucking breakfast menu for you fucking breakfast
That's
hogs,
fucking
and they
nuts.
do fresh eggs
Yes.
with their breakfast. So they use the same bread.
I've never
obviously,
had their breakfast.
And then they
I
do,
haven't either because
Dude.
if I'm there at 4:30 in the morning, I'm like, just
Hammered.
give me
Bro.
sliders. Like,
We need to agree that either we meet in Brighton and go to White Castle
I'll
early
go-
in the
I'll go
morning,
fuck it up.
or we fucking
Dude,
go
most
pick
reliable.
up food, freeze it, and then we eat
We
it together.
had so I grew up in Harper Woods and then eventually at Grosse Pointe, but it's like
Oh, nice.
dude, there was a White Castle on 8 Mile
Yeah.
that it's like we would go there all the fucking time.
Dude.
There's one on 8 Mile and then I think one on why can I not remember? Like it's between 7 Mile and
Ryan.
8 Mile. Is it Ryan?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Dude,
The one
I
on
fucking love
the lakeside
I did
of
not
94.
know you were
yeah.
from the east side of
Yeah,
Detroit.
dude.
Dude,
Harper,
that's
Harper
what's up.
Woods and
Fuck
Grosse
with
Pointe.
the
Man,
east
that's what's up.
side.
I'm not
Yeah.
from there, but you know.
I used to deliver all over.
Drew,
fucking
where are you
Grosse
from?
Point.
I'm from Saginaw.
fucking piece
no,
of
I
shit.
have nothing
Rockaway
involved in
Shores,
this.
Harper
Actually,
Woods, Grosse
Fucking
Point.
Who'd you deliver for?
I delivered for Sohn.
Oh,
so we
right,
were doing
okay, yeah.
like all the fancy restaurants.
Yeah,
you know, we were doing Andiamo.
You delivered to White Castles?
No, I recruited them.
No,
I was like, let me get your mats.
It's all right.
Who does your floor mats? They're like, no, we're through Cisco. Like,
Sin-
you suck.
Cintas does that
I
shit.
can't, but I can't stress enough. As someone who does a lot of late night comedy shows, and you're on your way
Yeah.
back, there's been so many times where I'm like, oh, there's a Taco Bell coming up, and you pull up, all
Yeah.
the lights are off,
Yeah,
they're closed,
yeah.
even though they're supposed to be open.
White Castle?
And I get it.
They're open.
They're always
Bro,
open.
That feudal
They've
kingdom
never
don't
failed
fuck
me.
Yeah.
around.
When
dude.
you go
They're
to Chicago,
reliable.
Do they have White Castles?
yeah,
there?
dude,
Oh, my God.
Elston
Yeah.
and fucking
They That's a legit one?
Yeah, Elston and Addison is the late night White Castle.
Okay, all right.
Near Logan Square and all that shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would say that if I had made the best comparison about for why I love White Castle, every other fast food place, it's like a 10 that doesn't really like you that much back.
Yeah.
Where White Castle is a 6 that's loyal
and she
and
gonna
loves
fuck
you.
your brains
Yeah,
out.
exactly. That's White Castle.
Suck
She's
your dick
gonna
till you
throw.
fall asleep.
She's gonna throw it at you until you cannot handle it.
She's gonna make
And
you
then-
feel
Let's
sad.
go.
Yeah.
And then in the
I'm
morning,
glad that we've all been
She's
with
there
Lou.
and she's
Appreciate
loyal.
it.
and then in the morning when you take a shit, you're gonna remember her.
Yeah.
For
And
at least
some of those
2
other
to 3
things matter
days
more
after
than
that.
just, full on.
Okay.
And then every now and
presentation.
again,
I was
sack of
raised
chicken
on-
wings.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
what the?
I was raised on White Castle,
Yeah.
bro. My grandfather used to take me to White Castle, and he was a single man.
Dude.
All right?
Dude,
So he was
yeah.
preparing me for fucking bachelorhood.
Oh no, it's a family meal too. Because I'll tell you, I'll do 313, and then my folks live up 94. So
Yeah.
I stop on the one on Ryan then on the way
yeah.
home.
Yeah, dude, it's so
And
fucking
yeah,
solid.
it's
dude.
like all right,
I
and
think
you're
I
right.
knew
also-
exactly
They're
what
not
you were talking
happy
about.
about it.
Yeah.
but
they're
they are
doing-
open.
yeah.
And you
Yeah.
also can order whatever. I've been to
yeah.
McDonald's ever since COVID. Sometimes it pisses me off. You come
Double
late from a
cheeseburgers,
show.
McChickens. That's all they got. You're like,
Dude.
no, it's not.
I
That
think,
$5
Chris, I was,
McChicken meal
was it
had
a
a
show I did
McDouble
with
on
you
it? I'm
when we went to the
fucking
McDonald's? That didn't have the
Hey,
McChicken.
hey!
Yeah, I went to a McDonald's. and
I'm
this
gonna
pissed me off.
insist you
Y'all-
do not talk to somebody off mic.
Y'all want to know the trick?
No, I'm telling you, this is.
If you eat a lot of McDonald's, get the app. If they
Yeah,
fuck up your shit, complain through the app. They give you fucking gift cards.
this
I
was
just got 2 gift cards for fucking
Yeah.
free sandwiches.
not a fuck up.
because they didn't
Yeah.
include my fries.
It was coming home late from a show, and we go, "Oh, there's a McDonald's. I'm hungry. Let's stop."
Yeah.
And I pull up to the place. Well, Chris does, and I'm sitting passenger, and they go, "All right, just so you guys know, we only have 4 McChickens left." And I'm like, "That's cool. I wasn't gonna have more than 4 McChickens."
Yeah.
Like I'll have a McChicken,
Yeah.
2 corn. Like, no, all we have is 4 McChickens.
Oh,
And I was like,
shit.
"All right, well, I guess I'm having 4 McChickens."
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's tough.
Dude,
But
No,
also, I've never been
fuck
to
them,
a
dude.
fast food place that was like the whole menu, the entire menu.
No,
right
I'll-
now,
I'll-
that's
I'll-
all available.
I'll tell you the
is
best
McChickens,
McDonald's.
and there's a limit of 4.
Dude, the reason why I hate Wendy's is because they were mad at me because I was trying to place 2 separate orders while being in
Monsters,
the same
monsters.
Oh,
But
All right, we got
we got a rapper.
Yeah, this battery is back.
I was with my buddy. We had done a show out in the suburbs. I wanted to order something. He wanted to order something. I said, "Hey, I'll pay for this. He'll pay for this." They were like, "No, you got to pull through the drive-through
Yep.
again." And I was like, "Fuck that." And I was like, on top of that, please don't poison my food. That night, I fucking passed out.
All right, should we just
Should we
finish up
do
these
finals?
brackets?
Yeah, sorry.
finals.
I got Caesar's taking it all.
Caesar, I got White Castle taking it all.
All right.
Oh,
respect.
really?
Honestly,
Respect.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
1 minute
Yeah.
per. 1 minute per.
All right, yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I think I've said everything I have to say about White Castle. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not the prettiest girl in town.
Yeah.
And then it's not going to impress your friends, but it's there for you. It's
Yeah.
it's reliable and it's
Yep.
loyal.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's a comfort that it will always be there for you.
Yeah.
I
And
got
that's why I
no,
give it.
no negative rebuttal because I respectfully agree with all that, but Little Caesars just nostalgia and still being, I think, just somehow an economic barometer for every. When it comes to food, I compare literally every other
Yeah.
food price. I'm like,
Like the
raspberry,
value-wise?
and
then-
I'm like,
raspberries are $3.50.
no, I'm like,
starts at
raspberries
Little
are
Caesars.
$7. I'm like, that's a hot and ready and a quarter of a hot and ready. And I'm like, nah, dog. And I'm like,
That's how you measure the word.
dude, because I also think you should measure it by calories per dollar. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Also, isn't
Cucumbers are.
I've never heard of
I'm like, get the
calories
fuck out of
What
here.
is-
Louis been waiting for this
Yeah.
all fucking
I'm
night.
ready
Really.
up to right now?
Hot and ready.
$7?
No,
It's
she's
$6.
It's
It's
$6.
not 5. It's not
$5.99.
5.
OG
No,
one's
$5.99.
flirting with 6 something, but I'm like, still. Everything
insane
else is
value.
10x in
Dude,
price.
a
Oh my
meal at
gosh.
McDonald's costs you $11.
Yeah, whereas you could fucking
Yeah.
go home and you're still gonna get also a good hot and ready if you eat it hot is passable as
Real
medium
pizza.
tier pizza.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
if you,
Not-
let's say
not-
you
you can't
wanted
eat
a
more
soda
than
as a
3
side,
slices.
You can get a 2-liter for like $2.50.
Yeah, it's
So
out
you're
of control.
still less than.
And
what
if
a
you're
meal would
talking
cost, and you're getting-
calories per dollar,
I've never
a
heard
2-liter
calories.
soda will fucking.
That
you're
might
making
make
a
the title.
argument.
That might make the
My
title.
food brain is blown the fuck
Oh,
up.
dude.
right
Little
now.
Caesars would have been
$1
higher on my list if it didn't pair up against such hard hitters.
I
I'm
will
a
say-
Jack's pizza guy. Sorry.
It's also like an old school bodybuilder thing because I know like poor bodybuilders that would like have
Yeah.
to go eat like a hot and
Tuna.
ready and then like
Yeah.
a pound of like cheap ground turkey.
Yeah.
And that
To
was
get
their
the protein,
macros.
yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
Jeez.
all right.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, but calories
Louis
per
just
dollar,
fucked
man.
my whole
Yeah.
shit up, bro. I
No.
thought I was living great.
Man, no, you got to do it. I love diet sodas and like 0-calorie bubbly drinks. Hate that I'm paying for like carbonated nothing.
Oh,
Dude,
like,
if
this is
you
thinking
stupid.
about the
Yeah.
calories for the dollar.
If
But
you
also
strayed
diet
away from
sodas.
that, you'd be gargantuan, dude.
Oh yeah, but I'm like,
I've
nah.
seen-
Well, I don't really
That's-
like drinking my calories a whole lot unless it's like beer or booze.
Got you.
Yeah.
got you.
Occasionally like a milkshake or something, but
Yeah.
no, it's like I like eating. And
Yeah, you're a
then-
protein meal guy.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
and
I
then
remember-
you gotta like again. I'll
Yeah.
splurge on like some. It's like fresh produce, but it
Yeah.
will fuck me up when a carrot is like $8. I'm like,
God damn it. Yeah.
I'm surprised Wendy's didn't rank higher for you because I remember hanging out with you and how much you would get like multiple 4 for $4 deals.
So yeah,
You were getting that dollar.
Wendy's
like,
is
when I hung out
dangerous,
with you,
bro.
You were like, I think bulking off.
Wendy's
no,
is
I
so
was,
dangerous.
I was poor guy cutting because I would do a clean meal by day working at the gym, but I was like hitting open mics like 7 days a week.
Yeah, and not
so
drinking.
Right, and
Yeah.
I would just go to Wendy's. I'd get a Dave's Double, a medium fry, and 10-piece nugget.
Yeah.
and a Diet Coke,
Yeah.
and that's like 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
So if I was like burning a lot, I'd eat like a light lunch, and then that would fill me up through the comedy show.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
And you'd be
I
losing
remember
weight.
watching you slam so many nugs.
Yeah,
early
yeah.
on when I met you.
Yeah, and it's like I'd pound it, drive on it for an hour so it settled, do
Yeah,
the show, and then could sleep without
Use it
having
as
to-
your base and
Yeah.
then do your thing.
Yeah.
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 People don't understand when you dedicate your life to working out, your diet is super, super important, man.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
The reason why
Yeah, and
you become
Lou's
the way-
easily the
yeah.
most ripped comic in Michigan.
Yeah,
No,
but like
I don't know. I'm
I'm
pretty swole, guys.
I'm pretty doughy right now. Yeah.
I think I can
Yeah,
fuck him
as
up.
your guns are fucking like 18 inches.
Oh, yeah, hey,
your fucking
non-flex.
forearms and your wrists are like, but your
Yeah.
fucking
We
buys
we
are
have
fucking
Drew in front
killing
of you for a reason, so
Yeah.
everybody doesn't see how yoked you are.
Yeah.
If you want
don't
to
get the
ever
crowd
work out
wet.
sometime, I got
Exactly.
EF membership.
Oh,
and
fuck
then
yeah.
I got free weights here,
Right
man.
on, right on.
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm
dude.
trying to get, dude. I'll be 42 in November. Bro.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll put up
You
some
look,
bench.
you look younger than me, and that sucks.
Yeah,
That sucks
because I
so
don't
much
eat
for
hot
me.
dogs every day in my fucking life.
All right,
I
you know
love
what?
them.
Maybe I
Hey, you know
need to
what?
make some life
There's nothing
changes.
wrong
Yeah, you
with
need
eating
more
Glizzies every day.
potatoes and
All right?
pierogies in your
Should
diet.
we, should we allow Chris to say fuck us
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
call
Come
it?
on,
Yeah,
Come over
Chris,
here,
come
Chris.
on in this fucking
I'm just kidding.
podcast.
Who's
I have
been
to insist you
cucking the
don't.
podcast all week.
We totally respect you and your service, by the way. God damn it.
True American
This is
hero.
Chris Barrett. He's gonna be a guest.
Yeah,
God
he'll
damn
be
it.
here with
Hey.
the full amount of respect.
You guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out and listening to us. We appreciate all of the listeners, all the support. Make sure you follow our socials. We're at Cornbread X Beans on Twitter, Cornbread and Beans Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you follow our guests. They told
Yep.
you their tags in the episode. Go rewind it.
Yeah.
Or,
Some
no,
of the
you guys
best
can say it
comics here
again.
in Michigan. Definitely don't forget to follow Schulte's Bar on Washington.
Yeah, we're
That
doing a
is
live
where
show.
we have our shows, as well as September 21st, right?
Yeah, we're doing the takeover.
We'll be at Comedy at the Creek as the Cornbread and Beans Takeover.
Live podcast.
Yes, sir. So
right, thank
support
you,
us.
Drew.
We
Thank
will
you,
support
Lou.
you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fucking,
fucking
this
love you guys,
was
man.
great.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
This was right in the wheelhouse.
Dude,
Fucking-
me and
Right
Drew
there. Rocks
are-
coming in.
Fucking
Rocks
love you
coming in.
guys, man.
Darius like cheered like 6 different times throughout
Yeah,
the
dude.
recording. Like, this